All right, so we are still technically left off with you guys kind of just chilling on the ship. You guys just had that discussion with the princess. You guys, I believe you guys leveled up at the end of last session. Yeah, so you guys are kind of just sitting in, you know, you're not in danger. You're just ships kind of just floating in space while you guys were exactly still discussing and figuring it out. You guys had a little bit of discussion, like he said, of like not trusting her, but probably your best lead. You still have everybody on board, so you still have Flange, Crux, Topola, and the princess on board your ship right now.
The tiefling as well?
Yes, the tiefling's technically your spelljammer when you guys aren't spelljamming.
Oh, Adra.
Yeah. That she's still waiting for her payday from you guys.
Yeah.
Not that you guys have really achieved much money during this adventure. Yeah. So.
But surely she can see the potential in like being, if not friends, then allies with the Empire's princess, like potential heir.
Mm-hmm. So when you guys all come to deck to kind of still figure out what you guys want to do next, Topola is fishing. She got a big old fishing rod. Go ahead.
And it's
I want to be playing my flute, and I want to roll that intelligence thing to figure out what I can do with it.
Oh, to see if you can get proficiency in it, right?
And it said in here to learn what I can do with the flute. That's what you told me.
All right.
Oh yeah, because it was the one that Ava made for them, and it was like a little bit magical, and we weren't sure exactly what it did.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
make me an intelligence check to see if you get a proficiency in it.
Woo!
I
Big
don't
money.
see it.
You roll a
No,
3.
that's enough. Okay.
Well, you rolled a
Just roll
4
up
minus
three.
1. Yeah, so you're just through it. You're not really making too much like musical notes out of it, but you're still having a blast regardless.
Yeah.
It might be a piccolo.
If I knew what that was.
It's like a slightly smaller flute.
Oh, okay.
If you guys remember, I did give you guys, like, when there's a lot of downtime, that you guys are welcome to try to learn a skill or something, you know, a magic, or I always tell you guys know that there is always a thing that you guys can attempt to learn.
new magic.
Which brings me to the other point. I want to get another rat. So, can I play the flute for performance and then animal handling?
Good luck.
Get
Yeah.
another one?
Yeah, you have to roll performance and animal handling until you're proficient on the flute. Once you're proficient, it's only 1 check.
No, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh!
Well, that's a pass. Now roll that animal handling.
Alright.
Okay, you get 1 more rat.
1
1.
on a 20.
For some reason, though, she's like, purr, when she's trying to learn it, but suddenly after like 10 seconds, she starts hitting the heck out of the flute.
I hope that can has like an empty space in their chest and just like keeps all the rats in there, and just in the middle of battle, just.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's the escape. That's the escape plan when she gets captured. Just the chest opens and all these rats just come flying out. Save me, little buddies.
Thank you.
But yes, Topola is fishing while the ship is slowly moving.
Okay. What I'd like to do with the downtime, champ, is familiarize myself with space sailing, not just like spell jamming, but how do I say that?
Like
Because I don't know what
navigation?
like the navigating, more like, because there's like the
So
told me I don't really know what to do about the ship. Like, I know how to spell jam it, but I'm not really like.
all right, that's fine. So what technically happens is captains can get like their own exclusive ability to their own ship. For example, like Argan Hill made his ship invisible, for example, right? So it's possible you can learn off of that table. Once you learn more how to be a captain, maintain all the ship. You know, you learn how to properly sail repair.
Yes, then that's what I want to do.
Okay, that'll
Learn.
also be an intelligence check.
Oh boy.
Learning the stuff is usually intelligence. So you're gonna have to do 5 passes. That is a pass.
Okay.
So you're kind of like going around noticing the things the way the ship works, the way the oxygen is, how far the oxygen is out, whatnot. You know, you're just keeping note of kind of everything. I remember that Dialect was trying to learn a particular cantrip, I think, from Tristan. I forget which cantrip it was.
I don't think it will happen after our little argument, but I was trying to learn shield from Tristan.
Well, go ahead and talk to him. If you still want to try to learn shield from him, you got to have the conversation. I'll let you sit on that for half a second. Let me fly back over to Ava. What were you learning?
I was repairing the top deck of the ship, and I think I finished it last time. So,
Are you proficient in
would've thought-
carpenter's tools?
yes.
Yeah.
No, yes. But I have
Yeah.
one. Let me check.
I don't think you are. I think that's kind of what you were doing. Is kind of helping yourself towards the carpenter's tools as well.
No, I think I didn't get proficiency on it, but
No, you did not. You haven't learned them yet, but I think that's what you were. You were repairing the ship while learning carpenter's tools at the same
but I would
time.
approach our new captain
Okay.
and I would ask him. The deck looks good again. Repairs are finished. Would you like me to go next on the weaponry or on the speed of the ship?
Did you check the hull as well?
I guess I could try.
If not, then please check there first. We need to make sure that it doesn't fall apart under our feet. Like the deck alone, it's great that you fixed it, but we also need to take care of the hull. So if the
Defense.
ship got any, yes.
All right. I will check. I brought my smith's tools. I will enforce the hull with metal, I guess.
Where you get
If
the
you have
metal?
metal on you.
Robot does a sad face.
Hmm.
Part of the
Is there
ship, part of
any
the
metal
crew.
anymore? Shit, I could have reused. No, they didn't have any weapons on them. Well, I'm just gonna take a look around, see if I could use my smith tool because I'm proficient in making the hull any more resistant. If not, if I have to use wood, I guess I magically transform my tools into carpentry tools and try without proficiency again.
All right, go make me a carpenter's tools check.
So that's with intelligence?
I was giving you. Yeah, I think I did give you intelligence.
So it's just 1d20 plus 5. Oh god, that's not good.
I will give you that the hull is pretty. It's fine. You know, it's pretty fortified for the most part. But I'll tell you that there's no. Yeah, so you don't really see anything that needs to get done.
But could I like reinforce it? So in
You-
game
I mean,
terms, could
yes.
I increase the AC
You-
of the ship?
Obviously you were trying to use your. That's why I knew you mentioned the weapons and speed of the ship.
Yeah.
Do you got the materials to do so? Like I would definitely allow it.
I don't know what's on the ship. I would definitely try to find some materials.
There's not much metal, I'll tell you that right now.
Well,
I mean, you definitely can like fix up holes, but that won't give more AC, obviously, and whatnot. It's still gonna, if you get hit, you get hit. What is this ship's AC anyway? Let me pull that up.
got it. So I will report back to the captain that the hull is all right, and I could reinforce it if we stop, or if we gather some materials for it.
Well, I mean, if we come across another some more space wreckage, we could try and get our materials from there. But I wouldn't take a detour simply for that purpose.
No, but keep in mind
Yes,
that we should look out for it.
we will.
Well, I guess that's my day.
Yeah,
Back
that would
in
be.
the ship, and maybe I'll draw some blueprints where I would reinforce the ship and hand it to our captain.
All right. All right. The Kath, you want to try to have that conversation with Tristan?
Yeah, let's do it. I will tap Tristan on the shoulder and ask if we can talk in private, like somewhere further on the ship.
Okay.
Obviously, there's sections where you guys definitely could walk to, where you know nobody's gonna hear you.
I don't really mind if people can hear me, but I feel better to do that if or at least the Kev feels better if he does that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't really get on a good foot just a couple of days ago with the vampires. And I never really told you or anybody the real story why I hate them. My my youth wasn't really that good. At some point I was working with criminals. I let's just say that my boss wanted to do something with an orphanage. That was not really a good thing. He wanted me to get rid of people there for his own project, and I said no. So I just left them. The worst part of that is that I know that he hired some vampires, and let's just say that the kids are now sold or being sold, or some even didn't survive it, and the rest is all dead. That's my reason why I attack the vampires. I really, really hate them.
This was on Toril?
Yes.
How did they get in contact with space vampires?
He has his ways. I was just working for him. I was not his best employer or employee. Sorry. I know he used them, but it was not really. No. I don't know how. That was the whole reason also why I didn't really listen to you when you said that we have to talk about it. No, they need to die. I don't have problems with undead. Only vampires.
Well, it's one hell of a story.
I know. That's why I couldn't tell it when just after our fight. I really needed to calm down and need to think about it if I wanted to tell it, but you have the right to know.
Well, at the very least, I feel like it might warrant a story of my own to show you my point of view on this. Frankly, I can't empathize with your situation as well as I would hope. I grew up among a fairly rich family. I was well off, had a good family, all that, but I was rebellious. So I did kind of strike off on my own when I was very, very young. Just kind of threw out Waterdeep and kind of doing whatever I wanted to do. I had kind of just come into my magic at that point. Magic that I have no idea where it came from, but it was useful and I utilized it to its best advantages. One day, I meet this other kid, little drow kid. He had also kind of come into some sort of weird powers and magics, and we clicked. So we were running through the streets, doing our own thing for quite some time, for a couple months. After which, through a series of events, I found out that prior to us meeting, by like a couple weeks or so, he had drowned offshore. And he was dead. That was it. And one day he just woke up again. Doesn't know what happened. Doesn't know what was going on, who or what saved him. But, physically speaking, he wasn't fully there anymore. But he was still my best friend at the time. So when other people of more judgmental tastes found out about that, they burned him alive. And there was nothing I could do about it. Because I was... God, what was I, like 12 at the time?
Well,
So I hope that you can understand my position in the fact that back during the fight, when you and Crux were saying that we needed to kill these undead, in my mind, all I was thinking of is they're just like them. And I'm gonna have to watch that whole image just flash through my head again. What someone is does not necessarily make them who they are, is the point I'm trying to get across. Yeah?
yeah. Yeah, you relived your past again on this ship. Or at least in the fight.
And I'm not saying that pirates are good people and that they deserve all the chances in the world to redeem themselves. No. But we could have given them one. And if they tried to backstab us, by all means cut their heads off, throw their bodies out into space. But the fact that we were so unwilling to even give them that one chance, it struck a nerve.
Yeah, we we both are at another a crossing. How do you say that?
Different paths of life. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I get your view of the situation then. Now I also understand why you wanted us to stop. Maybe I need to reconsider my actions for the future.
And I'll try to be understanding of your guys as well, but hey, I'm all for being merciless towards our enemies, but not everyone has to be our enemies, you know?
After that story, I think I can try to give them a chance. But
I'll
if
ask.
they really are bad, I hope you have my back in that, and that we will destroy them.
Gladly. Don't bite the hand that feeds you.
My next question is, now that we have kind of
Cleared the air. Cleared the air. Yeah.
cleared the air,
Yeah.
can I still try to learn shield from you? Please?
You absolutely can. Again, I'm not the best teacher, but I can absolutely try and teach you.
We have all the time on the ship we want.
Cool. And I guess we go into a little magical training montage.
You both can make an Arcana check for me.
Ugh. Let's go. 0 mod. 8.
Natural
Oh
20.
shit!
All right, the Kath, you can add 1 success out of your 5.
Okay.
While they're kind of like learning that, you see Topla pull a giant eel on the ship from the space. Just plunk. She goes, "I got one."
I'll be there with a bucket trying to get that thing in there so it's not flopping all over the deck.
During the Cats and I little training session, would I be able to count that as my kind of downtime activity too, with trying to enhance my magic somehow? Just
Yeah.
Or was that the check I made?
No. You. This is. I'm not gonna count you putting a little bit of time towards him as yours. So you wanna. So you're trying to enhance your magic. Remember what it was? Were you trying something in particular, or?
I don't think I was aiming for anything in particular. Just kind of seeing like what I was capable of working with, and seeing if I can't bump it up a little.
Yeah, I got some ideas. Go ahead and also make a Arcana check. Oh no, I was gonna give you charisma, but that's a pass. So I was like, oh wait, you should be charisma because you're just flinging your magic around. But you're good.
24.
Yeah, yeah. So count that as a pass. You need 3 passes.
Okay.
So as the goals are getting specific, I mean, I failed obviously with my 8, but I would, like specify the goal. I would like to improve the ship with my tools. So
I luckily I knew what you wanted to do.
Okay, perfect. And I don't care if it's like AC,
or speed or damage or something, just something on the ship. Yeah.
Exactly. And I'm just trying to make our ship better.
All right, so you guys kind of do a little bit of your downtime. You walk to the deck. You see Can chasing an eel flapping around the deck with a giant bucket.
Slipped out.
Topola was going to help, but she seems to be entertained by Can trying to get this eel in the bucket.
Use your flute. Maybe you can tame it.
Can I?
See, I would have been like, oh, okay, and like stab the eel with the flute.
The thing is, well, I mean, I guess I could, because, like, I'm not going to care that it's going to taste like eel. I don't taste it.
I'll use the flute. Stab in the eye. All right. And as you guys kind of a bit of your downtime goes, we will I will tell you, crazy enough, it's going to be about a month before you guys get to where you need to be.
Oh,
What?
that's a lot of downtime.
Yeah, that's
Can't we like do a jump?
Can we just like hyperspace?
So yeah, somebody turn on the jump engine or something. The hyperspace.
I am
engine.
trying. It is. We need to land on Tatooine.
But off in the distance, you guys do see something. Let me get a handout if it has one.
Is this?
When is that? Is it
Yeah,
after?
This would be the next day, so
Yeah.
everybody can
Okay,
long
great,
rest
great.
if they
Damn
need
it.
it. What are you
That's-
leveled up? So you guys all should be restored. I think I can show you guys the bio of this. I don't think it's a big. I don't know why they didn't make it a handout.
It's the next day. Or...
It is the next day.
Okay.
As captain, I expect you to keep track of with your captain's log.
All right. Start date 1, since I just started counting.
I wanted to see if there was a handout for this before I tell you, describe it to you guys. Player art. No, there is not. All right, but you see another ship just kind of floating. Off a glance, you pull out your little eyeglass, spyglass. You guys don't see any movement on the ship. It is kind of just floating there.
Can we tell what kind?
Yes, it is in the shape of like a wasp. So it's got dragonfly-looking wings. Like those 4 wings coming out. In the shape of a point. It's got a long gold stinger on the back, like a wasp.
Can we already tell if it's one of the alive ships or like a mechanical ship?
But you do not see a tree. So it's not a living ship. All you can see on top is there's one ballista in the top middle. But you don't see any movement on it right now.
Your orders, Captain.
Well, investigate. If it's abandoned, we can salvage it. For materials or maybe loot.
Yeah. I mean, wasp ships just alone are pretty valuable. They're fast.
I mean, if we could also maybe take it.
All right, so
I don't think we have the crew to spare to
Yeah.
run a whole
Arrow.
second ship. But
True, but then again, we only really have one crew member
get-
here who knows what it's doing.
I guess technically speaking, you only technically need one crew member to run a ship.
Yeah, like
technically.
one.
yeah,
We have-
yeah. I mean, you could split like 2 people on there. You could even put like, you could put the Spelljammer and 2 other people. I mean, and you'd still have a decent. It's up to you guys, though.
It
We
doesn't need to
probably
be
should
combat ready. I mean, we could just try and salvage it, take it with us if it doesn't impede us. It's
Yeah,
another.
I guess we
maybe-
probably should check to see if it has a helm, because if it
Yeah.
not, then there's no
Yeah.
point.
Or maybe there even is a crew. Maybe they're in trouble. They're in distress. We have to help them. We will see. Let's just investigate. So I guess I knock with my foot on the on the deck and say, "Take us closer. Take us in for a closer look."
How close, Captain?
Boarding distance.
Okay, I mean, yeah, like boarding with the little boats, with the jolly boats, or boarding with our boat. Do you want
Our
a jolly
boat.
boat distance, or do you want the whole big boat, like where you could just jump off your boat and?
If we're in
and
jolly boat distance, we're in ballista distance, and I wouldn't leave the boat behind. Let's just bring it up side by side.
Okay. You see your ship starts making its distance turns and starts going towards this
How
wasp-shaped
big is the
shift.
wasp ship in comparison?
In comparison,
Smaller, I think. And like I believe wasp ships are like a lot sleeker because they're not designed for like combat necessarily. They're more like super fast cargo ships.
yes, exactly. They're like, so like the most common use for them are actually either one is like pirates like them because they're small and quick, or nobles like them as yachts. Like, yeah, like they're small, they're quick, they're not very big. They, like he said, they're built for more speed, they're affordable, and they don't require a large crew to maintain. Kind of like a living ship, but that's only because a living ship has a giant tree on it. But it's a smaller ship that you only need a small crew to maintain.
So in real life terms, it would be almost like a sloop or something.
So I'll even tell you that you need a minimal crew to operate it of 5.
Oh.
How are we operating our ship?
There's a lot of you on there.
Yeah, but most of the time we don't do anything.
Yeah, but I assume a lot of time with like downtime and stuff, you guys would be doing what you need to do around the boat. The living ship, I'll tell you what it needs. Oh, the living ship needs 5 as well. But that counts the Spelljammer, so 1 + 4.
Okay. Damn. But
And
maybe we can tow it.
And technically you can fly without that, but like to maintain your ship for travel, you need to have that crew. You know, for repairs, tending to the sails, etc., etc.
Who knows if it's even seaworthy, we will see. But good to know.
Alright, I need somebody to roll me a D100. Who wants it?
I'll do it.
Alright, do you want high or low?
Low.
Alright, so you want to roll under a 25.
I rolled a 12.
Alright. I'll tell you what that does later. But you guys do approach within distance without any hindrance. You guys literally are able to get right next to this wasp ship. For the most part, we're gonna theater a mine this because it's actually very tiny. It's actually very tiny. It's literally one little square of like where you guys can go, one section. The ship is very tiny.
And it still needs like 5?
It's for maintaining 1 + 4, yeah.
Okay, well, let's get on board and check it out. Does it even have a cargo hold or like cabins? Or does the crew just lie on the deck? Usually.
So the deck itself. Here, let me just give you a quick fun look at this. Hold on. You know, I'll just show you the picture. Hold on. Can I copy this? Copy image. I don't know if that'll work, but darn it, I'm gonna try. It does work. I'm posting it in our voice channel. So the main deck is also the cargo hold. Like it's just one ballista on top, and then you just go inside the wasp ship. That's all there is to it. So it's quite tidy.
I mean, still better than no ship, and if it's a legitimate salvage, we don't have to return it eventually.
For example, the wasp ship can hold up to 10 tons. Your living ship, just to give you guys a nice. Oh no, it's the same. I wonder if that's just a Spelljammer limit. But yeah, you guys, who's gonna jump? You guys are all just gonna jump over at it?
Yeah.
Swinging in.
You're swinging on the rope?
Yeah.
Make an acrobatics or athletics check, please. You could have just jumped, but you gotta go with style.
Always. 19.
Yeah, absolutely fine. You grab the rope, you just swing. Even though it's literally just like 10 feet, you're still swinging the 10 feet.
I want it always in style.
Yeah.
I guess I just hop on board.
Okay. All right, so you guys hop in. It's just made of wood, just like your own ship. There's just wood everywhere. You guys have your weapons, you know, on you just in case. Drawn. You literally jump right into the main deck. There's nothing but a door. It's actually very dusty and kind of, you guys get kind of a weird feeling being in this on this ship right now.
Dusty as in there hasn't really been any activity on this.
That's what it seems like, yeah.
Are we in the astral sea, or are we still in something?
You are still technically in wild space.
Well, buddy.
I smell treasure.
Probably. It definitely looks abandoned. Are there any traces of combat on the surface, like on the deck?
That's a good check. Yes, you see weapon marks all over the walls.
Blood?
Dried blood. Correct.
At least it doesn't seem like it was abandoned willingly. Let's check the door. Is the door barricaded or?
The door is not barricaded.
Yes, I open it.
So you slowly creak the door open, obviously being alert. You see more dust, and because she rolled under a 25, you see a usable Spelljammer.
Helm.
But
Those
no,
are worth thousands of gold. Why would they leave that?
I mean, we don't know what happened. Maybe it was part of a bigger engagement. Or maybe they didn't have to... I mean, is it hard to get the helm out of the ship?
Yes, it does take time. Ava definitely has the capabilities of getting the helm out, but it definitely is kind of difficult. But he's not wrong. Typically when a ship is stolen or everything, they'll still take the time to either destroy the Spelljammer or take it.
Yeah, but maybe they didn't have the time. Maybe it was like, as I said, a bigger engagement. And they didn't have the people left after it to man it. I don't know. Can I investigate the Spelljammer or the helm if it is like... Since you said we get a weird feeling being on the ship, I want to see if there's anything up with it. Can I make an Arcana check or something?
Absolutely. Make an Arcana check for me.
Oh. I'm gonna use my reaction and add my Cosmic Omen to that.
Okay.
Oh wait, actually let me see if it's all for ability rolls too or only attack rolls. No, ability checks too. Okay.
Good back.
Okay, great.
So what'd you get total?
13.
Nothing really stands out exactly to you. It looks fine. I mean, it looks unused for a while, but it doesn't. Nothing really stands out to you.
Are there more traces of a fight like on the inside ship or only outside?
That is a good question. There are damages to the outside of the ship as well.
The thing that confuses me is that if it was part of like a bigger battle, wasps aren't built for combat. Like there's no room to put like heavy weaponry and all that. Like I think there's only like the one ballista up top, but so if it was part of a larger combat, who was fighting and what was this guy doing here?
What guy?
The ship. This ship. You don't want to take these into battle. They're just not built for it. Is a thing.
I don't know. Maybe it. Yeah, sorry.
No, go ahead. I want you all to make me perception.
Oh.
Okay.
I was thinking, could it have been like a creature, like an animal or something? Instead of, people that would take the Spelljammer, maybe it had no interest in the Spelljammer, just wanted to eat.
I just want to mention I have 23 passive perception. Not a
I love that you asked that, because I was gonna literally, can everybody type their passive in there as well, just so I know it.
But I have danger sense. Just so you know.
PP.
Man, you guys have pretty high passive as a group.
Not terrible.
Dialect and Decath. Again, this room feels really off to you. You can't quite make it. Otherwise, I would obviously tell you that. But like, again, you guys are just getting some sort of weird, weird feeling. That gut instinct that you get sometimes that something's not right. It's there. The two Astro Elves. It's your gut feeling is telling you something.
Something is not right here. But is it like an alarming feeling? Like we should get out of here? Is it like almost panic?
It is not a panic, but it is a danger feeling.
Your elven eyes see.
I can't put my finger on it. Does anybody have can anybody check for magic in here, maybe?
I can, yeah. I guess my big question is, they didn't have time to take the helm. Where are the bodies?
That's a good question.
There are two more little doors. So it breaks off into two little rooms. Like two little
Okay.
rooms.
Yeah, I'll cast Detect Magic and just kind of have that up for the next 10 minutes and see what I can see, just in case.
Let's be extremely careful, but since we're already here, let's check the doors, I guess.
Alright, obviously the Spelljammer is lighting up with magic. Yeah, but outside of that, nothing's really triggered yet that stands out to you.
I want to check the first door for any traps or...
Alright, so there's two doors, one north, one south. We'll just label them that way for you guys so you understand. Which door?
My gut says north.
Okay, so go ahead and make me an investigation check on the north door.
I'm not opening it, I'm just checking it.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's what the investigation is for.
Yeah, 21.
So you're kind of like running your fingers quickly around it. You're checking it. You go to give you get a weird sniff. It smells like decay as you get close to that door.
There is something behind this door, and it smells not good. It smells like death.
Well,
Like from that other ship the last time you did?
Different smell.
maybe that's where the bodies are, or whatever the bodies turned into. Just in case, be combat ready. Anybody want? I'm sorry to ask you that, Ken, but would you do the honors?
You want me to open the door?
Shall we
think you're-
first check out the other one?
You're the strongest one of us, so probably yes.
I am putting you guys on a map.
What did you want to say, Dakav?
Shall I check the other one too, just in case?
I mean,
Just checking, not opening.
You like the size of this downstairs on this ship? That's it.
No, damn.
damn, so comfy.
And here's the door, and here, right?
Yeah, so we're kind of past Can. You'll actually see them. So if you guys go down the little hallway,
Ah, okay. It's east and west.
So
Oh.
are you checking the other door, or am I opening the door just so we're on the same page?
I can check the other door and then
So-
you can open one of them.
I'll move you guys a little bit in better position. There.
Oh, there's even more doors here.
That's the doors I'm talking about.
Oh. Okay, go check the other one.
24.
Sorry, I heard a weird noise. I think it's my fan. Our fans make weird noises after a while. It's like, remember, Lisa, that weird, no, yeah. When the oil gets dried up. Yeah, so you don't get the smell of decay from that door. It's still in the hallway, but you can tell, you know, as you get closer to the north door, the smell is just stronger.
Okay. The first door smells really strong of death. The other one, not so much, as almost not, but I can still smell it from the north door.
Alright. I'm gonna take out my weapon. I'm gonna go for the death door.
As you take your axe out and you go to swing at this door, I need everybody to make me a wisdom saving throw.
I'm good at those.
I love these. No. Terrible.
By the way, just for the heck of it, so you guys are on the same page, Luna is still on the other ship. She could be the guard for the other ship, quote unquote.
Okay.
We got one good one.
All right, go ahead.
Gonna use another reaction, and I guess I give it to Can since she's Can is in front. I'm rolling 1d6, and you can add that to your roll. Hopefully.
I would like to add.
I'm sorry. I tried.
I would like to add one flash of genius to myself. So it's a +5 from.
Am I too late for build for success?
Yes,
Okay.
it's all right. It's better this way for you.
Oh, okay. It probably doesn't do anything to me, does it?
So, what's your flash of genius give you?
Trade +5, so it's a 15.
Okay. So dialect and Ava, you see everybody else kind of just go into a slump/sleep state while standing.
Oh.
So before you guys act, I understand you guys are going to quickly do something as you guys notice this. I'm going to start with Can. I know you're robotic, but please tell me about your worst nightmare. And the rest of you can also think about that in the meantime.
My worst nightmare is being stuck on a ship all by myself and being amongst multiple fear monsters.
Okay. Next we'll go to Dekath. Dekath, what would be your biggest nightmare?
That's a tough one, sorry.
If you want a second, Tristan, do you know what you think yours is pretty simple actually, I think.
Yeah, I know exactly what mine is. Mine is kind of a combination of what is currently happening and the potential of what will happen. But a very specific image that comes to mind is the manor where he and his family live, in flames as the world burns around it. His mother and sister, his only two remaining family members, being reduced to ash in front of him.
Oh, that's rough. All right. Dekath?
This is fun, guys.
No, it's not. I'm back to being a child, and the vampires are attacking myself. They are following me. They want me dead. I'm just running and running and running, and it never ends.
Okay. So there's a lot of fear coming off the three of you. from your nightmares. And the best part of all of this is each of you can see each other's dreams and nightmares. So it's like all three are playing in your head at the same time. What are the two of you doing that you kind of see? They're still standing. It's just more like, you know, you kind of go like limp. They're kind of like just limp standing, their arms kind of at their side, their head down.
I feel like if maybe Tristan mumbles something in the sleep, I would approach him and touch his shoulder. I feel like this fear coming off your body, and I say, be strong. We can still... Oh, I'm talking robotic, of course, sorry. Be strong, we can still save your planet, and I would try to cast heroism on him, which makes him immune to be frightened.
Alright, click that spell for me.
Yeah, I get some 10 hit points and I'm immune to the frightened condition.
Interesting. So he stays limp, but you no longer have a nightmare. You're kind of in a normal sleep at this point. And when you cast heroism on him, you hear just a large like slap of the wall of the ship. Like you pissed something off. It echoes through the ship. You can't quite know where it originates.
Is the door open? Did Can try to...
Not yet. Can was literally mid-swing.
Could I use like the force and use my mage hand? Let me see his mage hand concentration. I'll check that real quick.
I don't think so.
That's alarm.
Yeah. It's not concentration, so could I use the force and let my mage hand open the door?
Yeah, absolutely. You got it open. It pushes the door open.
In the meantime, after Ava casted heroism on him, I wanted to just try and see if I can shake Tristan out of his stupor.
So you start just like shaking him pretty violently, or like a light shake?
How should I say, a forceful one, not like...
You start slapping him?
Yeah, no, just the one. The good old wake up slap.
Yeah, you shake and just pink. Tristan will wake up because he's no longer scared. So he just snaps out. You do remember everything, Tristan, though. Like, even though you weren't scared at the end, you still remember what you went through completely.
Yep.
Well, if that works, Robot wakes up Can with, you know, a little violent.
Slap me.
But just a little.
So the little robot pushes Can. Can just falls over. Does not wake up.
Oh.
The dunk.
It does not work this way.
Can make another
what?
wisdom
Behind
saving
the
throw.
door.
You guys can't see behind the door.
That's
Oh,
fine.
Can you do wake up from your... But it takes Can a little longer after Can hits the ground. Tunk. But Can, you do wake up, and again, you also remember everybody's nightmare as well as your own.
Is that there was something on the outside of the ship? Back against the hull of the ship?
Yes.
Or?
Yes. Yeah, like it just echoed. You don't know if it's on the inside or out, but it definitely hit the wall of the ship, right? It hit the wall. It just echoed through the whole the ship.
Just open the door to like the main deck and just take a quick look outside.
Oh, absolutely.
Cat is still
If there's like
in
anything.
trance.
Yeah, try and wake them up in the meantime. But
Yeah.
just want to see if there's something on the outside.
Decath will also wake up. Again, you guys all had the nightmare, and you guys remember each other's nightmare. So you go to look out, you do not see anything. Dialect.
Okay. Do we see our ship still?
Absolutely, yep. And you see everybody on still deck. Luna's still sitting on the top of the deck, kind of keeping an eye on things.
I tell them telepathically to be prepared. There's something weird going on the ship, and just be ready to disengage at a moment's notice.
I can't be seen behind the door.
Luna makes a big slime thumbs up.
Perfect.
So to go up to the deck is this little square.
This one or here.
Yeah, that'd be
this?
that goes up.
Oh, yeah. Well, tell them that, and then I would head back. It feels like something definitely doesn't want us to open that door. So
The door area, yeah.
I think we should definitely open.
The door isn't magical, right?
Well, no.
Nothing's on that, yeah?
It technically can, and Decath can see into the room.
Oh, okay.
You just see a body of corpses with bloody eyes dripping down. Like they've seen shit.
Yeah.
I shall relay that message.
Is that a familiar, like, sight, or any? Have we heard of something like that?
Have
The
we seen
wipe.
it before?
I'm just gonna wipe the side of my eye just to make sure.
Oh, yeah.
I would like to investigate, like, do a medicine check on the bodies.
Alright, so go ahead and slip yourself into the room. That's fine. You can walk by Ken and them, or I'll pull you in there. This room, above them.
Oh, here? It's hard because it's dark.
It is dark. There's no light. Yeah. So make a medicine check for me.
Medicine. My rolls? That's disgusting.
I'm tugging on Decath's whatever he's wearing. I've seen this before. Did you see what I saw from you? You were small?
Yes.
Did you see the fire? The house on fire?
I nod
Did
yes.
you see the monsters?
They were following me, yes?
No. Did you see my monsters?
That's a good question. Did we see what her fear
Yes.
monsters look like?
Absolutely. Let me grab a picture.
Oh, it's an actual thing.
The cat's eye just opens up like, what?
If I spelled it right.
It's Feyr.
I want to grab his particular picture. Posting it in the chat.
Ugh.
It's there.
You.
I'm about to face my biggest nightmare. Yay. Again.
Again?
I turn around and sign language that the life was drained out of these bodies. I guess we should leave as fast as possible.
Should we? Shouldn't we take care of whoever did that? Or whatever?
It drains life. I am not sure if we are strong enough.
I mean, I know two who are probably not that worried about being drained. At least if you're alive, you mean like I don't know, do you mean their soul or just the bodily fluids?
They,
I don't know. I only had a 13.
Breaking the fourth wall.
Would it make sense to say that I dropped detect magic
Yeah.
when I went unconscious? Dope.
Yeah.
I have not seen into the room yet, so I'm just gonna peek my head around the corner and just kind of like. There's not enough room to put my token there, but I'm just gonna like squeeze my. I'll recast detect magic just to see what I'm seeing.
You peek your head in there, your hand, and nothing. I mean, you see what I said. There's this there's a pile of 5 bodies, all with blood coming down from their eyes.
Wait, there's... And how many doors are left unopened?
1 or 2.
1? 2. Oh. Look, guys, well, while you were out of it, there was something knocking on the hull or in the hull of the ship. So there is probably some creature here that didn't seem too happy when we tried to open the door. Or rather, when we woke Tristan from his trance-like state. I don't know, I would feel a lot better if we were able to deal with this thing once and for all.
Hey, if you can point the direction, by all means.
I mean, there are 2 more doors. And I can do some preparation that would hopefully prevent us from falling for the same type of enchantment or whatever it was again. Or at least it should help. But if you all want to leave, even though I'm the captain, I will not force you to like stay here. We can leave if that's what you all want.
you just hear some bolts clicking, and Can goes like, "We gotta destroy it." I'm technically shaking in my boots.
Do you know what it is?
It's my nightmare creature.
It's horrible.
It
I don't know what it is, but it saw it.
It eats?
It devours your life force. It comes with its tentacles over your head and just does its squiggly thing.
Almost sounds like a mind flayer, but
Those are nothing.
well,
No.
Do you know how strong this creature is?
No.
I am not sure if we should fight it. But, and then I draw the laser whip. I am ready to try it.
How strong can it be if it preys on sleeping people?
fair enough.
Somebody set this room on fire.
Let's
I can do that.
wait with that until we have properly cleared the ship, or let's not set anything on fire while we're still in it.
Fair. Let's not be rational. We can't be
let's-
irrational.
Let's check the next door and... Before that, let me see my spells. Okay. Immediately, like, shortly before like we opened the door, I'd cast Bless on how many people? I think I can cast it on 3 people. Yeah. 3 people. I'll cast it on Ken, Ava, and the Ken, Ava, and Tristan, since they have like really bad wisdom saves.
Okay. All right. What door are you guys opening? Door number 1 or door number 2? I don't know what that was a joke. Which one?
The one on the south, I think. Yeah.
Sure.
All right. That one opens and there's nothing in it. It's an empty room.
Quickly open the other door. The spell only lasts for a minute.
All right. They open the next door.
Nothing again.
There's a chest in the tip.
It's probably hiding in there. Let's go.
You think so?
I'll walk in there.
Still got detect magic up.
I'm with you.
Step up. I wanna check the empty room again. Like, just make a perception check in there to see if
Yeah, go
there's
ahead.
anything out of the ordinary. Like, I don't want to stand in the room. I want to stand, but it's like kind of very like tight here. So
I'm looking around for it. Is it anywhere?
Your perception, that room, you don't really notice anything in that room, and you don't see the creature.
Before we open the chest, I want to check it out.
Yeah, make an investigation check. Just so you know, before you make, I mean, you can roll it now, but that obviously your investigation definitely takes at least a minute.
Oh shit.
I mean, we can save the roll for when you do it, but is there anything else you want to do before you check the chest? You only got like, I'd say like 30 seconds left.
I want to ready myself then. Because I'm thinking that Ken will open the chest.
Still nothing from detect magic.
Nope.
Flick it open.
All right, the chest flicks open. Ding. Well, now detect magic goes off on something inside that chest.
The fear monster doesn't appear. I grab the thing and we move on to the next room. We're on a timer.
Well, that is all right. So you grab whatever was in there.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. You should grab it real quick. There's no more rooms, but which way do you guys want to go?
is there nothing in the chest, like except for?
Can grab something.
Yeah, but what else is in the chest, or is that all?
Oh, well, are you going to take a second to go look into the chest?
Yes. I mean,
That's fine. Then Bless will wear out. Yeah. So when you actually go to look into the chest, there's about 100 gold coins in a little coin box. There's also 33 silver. And whatever Can has in her hand, which I haven't decided yet because you guys are going so fast. We got to roll on it.
I was about to say, what am I holding?
It's an item covered in a blanket.
Oh shit. It's never gonna end when I'm trying to unwrap it.
So you log in the 100 gold coins, somebody?
I'm assuming our captain?
I guess I'll take those. Yes, we don't know if we need it. How much was it? 100 GP and how much silver?
33 silver, I think I said. Yeah. You can just hear the tiefling from your bow go, yeah!
First money.
Ding 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 ding. All right, what am I holding?
All right, we got to roll on it.
It's a squirrel.
Yes.
Squirrel.
Giant hamster.
Just absolutely crushed inside that box.
Chest.
Oh no!
Blanket.
Oh no!
The blanket
was
keeps
giant.
it small.
Oh no!
What am I rolling?
No, Cam, it's not dead. We just sent the hamster to live on a farm up in wild space. It's fine.
Roll
It's
me a
happy, running
roll me a
around.
D10. Reroll if you hit a 10.
3.
Oh,
All right, roll me a D100.
Okay.
75.
Okay.
I don't
It's a
even know what
potion.
it is. Maybe. I don't know what this does. It is a potion. It's an elixir of health that cures any disease and removes all effects.
Lame.
Table 375.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Here you go.
I was
It's
going
called
to say
the
we have two people. We have two people who can basically do that just as a spell. Anyway, it's like, nah. Well, that's I guess.
Okay. But where's that creature hiding? Is there like any loose floorboards? Any...
Back to the death room.
Oh, you see you're stepping around. I see where you're stepping, Dialect. Nothing is. You're like looking for loose boards. Nothing.
I mean, we haven't.
Oh,
checked the...
wait. Yep. Dialect, go back to where you were.
Yeah.
You get pushed back, and we're gonna roll initiative.
I
It's
knew there was something
invis.
hiding.
I knew it.
Wait. What?
It's invisible.
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't I have been able to see that with detect magic? I would have been able to sense
no.
something at least.
There's sea invisibility for his...
Oh, no, I wouldn't have been able to see where it is. All I'd have been like, there's something over, like there's within 30 feet.
Yeah, it's not magic. It's a creature, so it's not casting spells or anything.
That would be the thing. Okay.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
No, invisibility counts as magic, and you can't actually be like,
Oh,
there is something invisible
it
in here.
depends on the invisibility.
If it's the spell
Yeah,
invisibility, yes.
yeah.
If it's a creature's ability, then no. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's important.
Okay.
God, I'm rolling shit today.
I haven't
Actually, no,
rolled
just this
over a
fucking
ton.
week.
today. Not a single time. I think it's the 5th roll that's not over 10 today.
Not that you could do much to Kath, but you're up. I mean, obviously,
in the-
Dialect would yell.
Why?
I mean, obviously,
I
that
guess
it's here.
so.
That he bumped into something.
It's here, it's invisible.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's straight in front of him. Oh, I will be throwing my side blade.
Okay. Throw it. At disadvantage.
Oh, sorry. Do
That's
I need
fine.
to roll it again?
Yeah.
16.
You think you hit something, roll damage.
9?
Okay.
It stays invisible?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's
And
not a
your
spell. Doesn't.
And yeah, and your dagger isn't even like an F material item, so like it just fades when it hits the right in front of Dialect. It just hits right in front of Dialect and disappears.
Then I will throw my bonus action side blade.
Yep, go ahead. That one goes past.
Okay.
It's nice fighting in such a small space, huh?
No. Just in case
yeah.
I will be moving back there.
With my purely ranged character, yes.
Like Dialect's built to tank. Make sure you hit end turn when you're, yeah.
Just clicking it.
My armor class isn't that great, but my HP is pretty decent. So hope we fight for one round. I don't know how strong this thing is. It could be really strong, or it could be just a creature that kills you in your sleep and is actually pretty damn weak.
I bonus action rage. Am I able to move somewhere over here?
No, you'd bump into something.
Can I get past it and get over here?
Yes.
Okay. I start running. I get there. And I take my great axe and I swing into this spot.
All right, disadvantage.
I will roll it again.
That still hits.
All right. Oh, I didn't hit the rage.
Makes sense. You roll low damage because you know this being the creature it is. So +2, so that's 7 because you said you raged.
I yell out. I don't even give it a name. I'm like, just die already. I've dealt with those words. 17.
17 hits.
All right.
There it is.
There we go. That's better. Alright, I'll just still stand there and everyone, you won't see me, but you can still hear all the bolts shaking.
Alright, hit on turn when you're ready. Sadly, Tristan, it's not your turn.
I kind of figured. Yeah.
Okay. It will get to make one attack while invisible, so I'll have advantage. It's gonna be a dialect.
Okay.
Natural 20?
Hey, you know how it is.
Can you see? Do you have to see it?
Oh, let me check, actually.
You're the silver barbs, you're like...
It has disadvantage.
Oh.
I swung at it.
So it doesn't look like you gotta have vision.
Yeah, but
That is true, but it would get disadvantage from Can because of her.
All right, so that makes
stuff.
that would make it a straight roll. That's a natural 20.
Fuck.
well,
I will spear his shield.
Well, he can still use silvery barbs.
Oh, he can? Okay.
It doesn't say he has to see it. It's kind of weird though.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like that's a DM rule.
Yeah, I'll say no just because I hate silvery barbs in this case. You can't see it.
I gave you the opportunity to get rid of it. All right.
Yes. So, no, you're fine. So what's your shield do?
Actually, I cannot.
You gotta see it.
Yeah, it says I have to see him, and the only one I see is this one here, and I'm not even sure who that is.
All right, so it will come invisible in a second after it slaps you. You will take. You said you had a lot of health, right? So you take 36 psychic.
What the fuck? Oh, it's a big boy.
And you are grappled by it now, dialect.
okay.
One of the tentacles is just wrapping you around.
Disgusting.
And then as it wraps him up, huh?
I can't see him. I wasn't sure who that was.
Yeah, it's dialect.
Then it's 2d6 less.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay.
You can gain 7 back there, buddy.
Okay.
It will then bite Can, or attempt to bite Can. It just opens its big mouth and goes to put Can's metal head in there.
It's just that rattling is getting louder.
Oh, that's a miss though. 14.
Oh, that's a miss.
All right. Bonus action.
Bonus action.
It starts fading. Technically, would dialect go invisible too?
No.
Nah. Dialect's just floating in the air. Dialect is just floating in the air. Alright, Tristan, you are up
Gives an
now.
indication where he is.
God, this is some cheesy ass strategy from this motherfucker. Bonus action invisibility. Fuck off. Alright, I know it's still there, though.
Yes.
Because it does have dialect. I'll kind of just, like, make room. I'll stay on the same. I'm not gonna move, like, anywhere, like, mechanically, but I'll just kind of, like, make room for anyone, if anyone wants to run past. But I am going to hold my action, for just waiting for this thing to pop back into existence.
That's smart. Alright, what do you hold? What spell are you holding?
I know exactly what spell. I kind of want to keep it a secret.
Alright, you want to whisper it to me?
Okay, I'm down. Just because it's fun.
I just would like to know, obviously for obvious reasons, but you can whisper it to me. Okay. And that's your turn? Because that's also your reaction, and yeah.
That's all I can do, yeah.
Alright, hit your end turn.
Yes. Where the fuck? Oh, there I had to scroll.
Alright. So you see Ava moving up, like, between the cast and Tristan, and from her belt she pulls a little round metal bulb, clicking it, and you hear beep, 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 and then she kind of laughs as she throws a grenade that explodes into glitter on this.
Oh, you got fairy fire, right? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I would like to cast it. It's a 20 feet
Oh,
cube,
cube.
so I'd like to cast
Oh,
it.
that's...
You
yeah.
gotta be able to see, so no matter what, it's gonna hit.
That's 20 feet cube, right?
4x4.
Yeah, it's just.
Dialect and the creature have to do a dex.
And can.
I can.
You can't see can, but
Dialect.
can's in it. Yeah.
Why? It's,
Alright.
it's. Oh wait, it's wait.
You-
what?
yeah, you-
Every
Oh.
creature, not.
Yeah,
No.
it's friendly fire.
You said
Friendly
dex?
fairy fire.
Yeah.
Dex, yeah.
Oh, it's okay. Dex.
I rolled a 21. It's so on
Yeah,
this.
I was about to say, like, you had advantage on that.
That's my strong suit. Dexterity save. Let's go. 10.
The thing is lit up.
Yes.
So that will trigger
Damn, I
Tristan.
can't save you, Dialect. One more and I would have.
Real quick before you end your turn, Ava, this is gonna proc Tristan's held action. So what? I gotta make a save. Which one is it for that spell?
It is a wisdom save. I'm going to burn 3 sorcery points to make it a heightened spell. Wisdom save with disadvantage.
All right, 7. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna turn this thing into a motherfucking earthworm as the air around it shifts and, like, starts to shatter, and it just collapses in on itself, and it turns into a worm. As I cast polymorph.
Oh shit.
And it's just like that for an hour, or until it takes damage.
So you're telling me not to step on it?
I recommend just throwing it out into space.
But it probably can survive there.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not worried about it surviving. I just don't want to have to fucking deal with it.
All right, so it's still technically Ava's turn. I'll let you guys
after-
discuss it in a minute. What you guys want to do?
After the grenade, you just feel robot rushing from behind you. Protect the captain! Protect! And he's just pulling his shields up, standing next to you, Dialect, and giving you the help action. If you want to hit it.
Hi, dialect.
gonna ask the crew. Do we try and kill it, or do you guys just wanna get rid of it? And I hold a spell. And if the response is positive that we're going to kill it, I'm going to cast Blight on it.
I mean, I can keep it like this for an hour, so if you want to just toss it out into space, take the ship and bounce.
I don't know how smart or vengeful this creature is, or if it can like travel through space. I don't want to find out. I would prefer to get rid of it. That's what.
Roll tag.
Do we want to like prep ourselves to all attack it at once, or?
Yeah, technically everybody can hold an action until somebody hits it.
We could burn through a couple rounds, just kind of prepping ourselves just to fucking unleash on this thing.
All right, so we'll figure it out. So
I would blight it.
So Dialect's held action's already blight, so whenever somebody hits it, it's gonna get blighted. So we'll just go, it doesn't matter in what turn order, because it's going to come back to Dialect in the end of the day anyway to start the next round. The question is, so the last person to go for Dialect will be Ava. So Ava's the one that will get to act on Ava's turn and have a full turn. So I'm just going to go in order here. Did I see a can? Are you just holding your action until it transforms to take a swing at it?
Yes.
Okay. Decath?
I will be readying my Psyblade, and I want to use Bardic Inspiration on Ken.
Yeah, that's fine, because Bardic Inspiration is a bonus, right?
Yeah.
What?
What? Alright, so Ken, you're inspired, you get a d6 when you take a swing. It hits, if you want. Tristan, you're held action. Alright, Tristan actually can't hold an action, I think, because holding a spell is concentration. I don't think it counts as It does. Holding a spell is a reaction. Yes, it is.
Yeah, but he can still ready a non-concentration spell or a cantrip.
Yeah, No, so even if you hold a non-concentration spell, it's considered concentration if you hold your action.
If you're holding it, but he already cast it. He already cast Polymorph.
No, it would drop the concentration of Polymorph to concentrate on whatever the fuck I wanted to do.
Yeah, because he's reacting. Yeah, using your reaction to hold a spell later is actually concentration.
I guess. Then just attack it.
I mean, he could. Honestly, he could just blast at his turn if you wanted. The only person's turn you'll be missing it. It actually won't make much because Ava was going to hit it anyway. So
no,
yeah,
I would argue to say that if everyone's just holding attacks, I don't have a lot of attack stuff, so I'll just hold on to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I move out of the way. How about that? I get out of the way.
You get out of the way.
And what's the coolest looking thing in the room?
I mean, there's a lot of but there's not. I mean, there's the bodies.
Not the bodies.
I
take the chest.
Yeah, there's a chest.
There was a chest behind it, and I used the force to lift it above my head and ready to. No, I don't ready it. I just
use it. Yeah.
Catapult it on the thingy.
All right, roll a catapult against a worm.
It has to do a dexterity saving throw. I don't know.
I don't have stats of a worm, but let's just roll a d20.
It has to be a negative in there.
Yeah.
Worm. It's a fucking worm.
All right, what was your DC for your catapult?
It's a 16.
Well, I rolled 16 minus something, so it would hit.
Coolio. So that's 4d8. Do I have it in there somewhere? 3d8. Does this work? No, I just roll it. Sorry. Roll 4d8. So it takes 18 points damage, and I guess the chest just shatters into pieces.
So probably 17 points of damage, because Has to burn
One
through that
hit point
one
from
hit
the
point of a
blue.
worm.
All right, so let's proc. It don't really matter. We'll do blight first.
Yeah, it has to make. First of all, is it immune against necrotic damage? Because then it doesn't need to roll.
It is
We don't
not
know.
immune. It is not immune against necrotic
Great.
damage.
Then
So what-
I'd like a Constitution saving throw.
Con save. It's good at those. 19.
Okay, then it gets half.
Maybe it's a plant.
I don't think it's planned.
Eh. Okay. 17?
17 points of
Not bad.
necrotic damage.
It's not a plant.
Damn.
Can take your
Yes.
swing.
Alright. I'm gonna hit it with the vengeful starlight. Crack.
Technically, you're not raging, just so you know.
Okay, I'm still doing it.
Oh no, I mean obviously you're still hitting. I'm just telling you. That's 12. You only get one.
Out of curiosity, Ava still has Fairy Fire up, right? So
Oh, yeah.
advantage.
Oh yeah, so take another swing with your great axe just in case you naturally 20 it.
Nah, okay, never mind.
No, a blight wouldn't have an effect, but go ahead and throw your dagger. That'll be at advantage. It's a good call. That worm was lit up. It was a glowworm.
The glowworm.
25 will hit. It goes into
11.
right. It goes right into the eyes, the left eye of this creature, as the creature then kind of just plummets into the ground.
Disgusting. Let's throw it overboard and capture it. Ugh.
Just like stomping on it.
Ew.
Yeah, so you guys throw it overboard.
Yeah.
Wait, it's dead?
Well, after
Yeah.
making sure it's completely dead.
All right, so you stab it a couple more times, or cut it across a
like,
couple more
cut it up,
times.
smash it angrily.
Yeah. So you guys, you suddenly feel a little bit more relieved, both of you that kind of felt, a little worried in danger sense. You feel this ship's a little safer now. You don't feel as on alert anymore. The ship is.
Sorry.
What? No, you're good. Go ahead.
I just wanna like walk over to the railing on the deck, put one of my legs up there and say we captured the ship.
Curiosity, do we want this shit? Because A, it's kind of a piece of shit. B, there's a bunch of bodies in it. C, we could just take the helm.
I mean, the ship is worth a lot, obviously.
But
have
we also
fun
don't
with
have the crew to, like, properly get it anywhere. Plus, I don't even think we're going anywhere where we can sell it.
Let's go ahead and make a proper count, right? So there is 5 of you guys. Let's just make sure you guys are accurate. So there's 5 of you, right?
6.
Oh yeah, there's 6
Or,
of
like,
you.
or on the ship, if you're going by that.
Oh no,
But yeah,
you're a party. Your party's 6, and you got
6.
Crux.
Crux,
spell it right.
Tiefling, Hadozi. So, 9? I guess, unless you count Robot as a crew member.
I guess it could be if Ava's on the same ship.
Then technically 10.
We could do it.
It's not very smart, just to be honest. If tasks take some intelligence.
Listen, sometimes you need some grace monkeys. And that's
Even
it.
without the robot, you had 10. Because there's 6 of you, then you got Crux, Topola, Tiefling, and Flinch.
Yeah.
Oh, totally forgot about Topla.
Yeah, she was fishing. She's the one that caught the eel.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was thinking you were to include the princess. I was like, let's not include her on the crew.
No. So you guys technically have enough to maintain it. I mean, doesn't mean that you have to all 5 be on it at all times. Like, obviously, you can be in tow. And it's faster than the living ship, so it wouldn't be a problem keeping up.
It'd be very useful for escape, blockade running, or whatever. We might need it. Also, it allows us to officially declare this the founding of the first Freedom Flotilla. Because we're no longer a single ship, we're 2 ships.
We're 2.
Well,
Second.
technically 3,
Well,
because we do have an ally now with a ship.
yeah, but I wouldn't count him with our as part of our fleet. I mean, I'd be happy if he showed up for combat, but I wouldn't 100% rely on it. That's
Okay.
what.
So you guys taking this ship would officially also be your ship.
That is true.
That's the important part.
Plus, even if we didn't want this particular ship, it would sell a lot because this particular style of ship is worth a lot. So if we wanted a different one that's a little bit more combat ready,
Yeah, you could sell this, trade in, whatever.
If we can get to a port planet, then
Yeah, and also we still don't know what kind of state the resistance actually is. So maybe bringing an additional ship might not be that bad. Maybe they have the people but not the ships, or vice versa. I don't know.
Yeah, they just have hundreds of ships, 12 people.
Yeah.
Oh, buddies. Oh no. But yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Do we?
All right.
Do we do burial at sea?
I would say so. Yes. Wrap them up.
Oh, wrap them first. Yeah. Get them back. Shit.
Pull him back! Pull him back! Yeah. You wrap them up and you guys let them out into the astral sea.
Yeah. I don't know if it's more or less disrespectful to ask Tristan once they're floating out there to incinerate them with a fireball. I don't know if it's worse or better to not.
It's same thing as an arrow. Yeah.
So they can't turn undead.
Well, mostly so. Yeah. So that also that they don't bump into a bunch of ships.
True. Granted, I will say this: once we move away those ships, the fire's just gonna go out because there's no oxygen.
That is true.
Yeah. So they'll just be charred bodies in space.
Yeah, that's also.
Unless we wait for them to completely turn into ash.
Oh no. That's just an idea. Let's
fireball.
I don't have it, but
Oh.
I have a cantrip. That's all I got.
All right. Well,
Perks.
all right.
Would it be possible to put the little ship on the big ship?
Why?
No, the answer is no.
Yeah, we're not exactly a transport carrier type ship.
Not yet. Well, the question is, who wants to captain the second ship?
That is actually a good point. And you guys technically...
Captain Spelljammer.
Where's my hat?
Yeah, but
I
was thinking about Tristan, but I don't know if you want to be the jammer and the captain at the same time.
That'd be kind of difficult, I would say.
That's why.
I'm down for whatever position is I'm just down for being on the ship. That's whatever.
Yeah, so actually it's a good minute to take a second here. We'll go on a break. We'll go ahead and discuss who's going to be captain. The ship does have a name already, but you guys are welcome to rename it.
What's the name? Yeah.
The name was Adventure.
Adventure?
Yeah.
Oh, we can do better than that.
Yeah, I'm not saying, before we go, is there a particular person, since, I guess dialect would have more pull than anybody. Anyone in particular you want captaining the second ship? Alright, so, make it a little easier. Who wants to captain the second ship? Who would be willing to captain the second ship? Is it just gonna be Can?
Mine would be the same thing as last time, where it's if people hey, we have no one to captain the ship, I will captain the ship.
But you gotta Spelljam it, really. I
also have to. Granted, we have other people who, I guess. Yeah, I guess if we're leaving,
if you're leaving the NPCs on the living ship, it'll have to be you or Ava, but Ava doesn't really want to Spelljam either.
Yeah, I'd be down for the Spelljammer then. Yeah, I guess.
You're this
new captain.
Well, unless Crux resumes command of like his ship, I can Spelljammer 2 on this ship.
That is true. Would he?
Like-
You guys can. If you'd like to resign the ship back to Crux, you can.
But will he keep up?
Yeah.
Will he like fight alongside the pirate captain if need must be, or is he still like, nah?
I mean, he can tell you one way or the other, but it's up to you whether you believe him or not. That when shit comes to shit, if he's gonna. So all right. So let me give you a clean of Crux. He might fight beside him, but you damn right know if his ally ship is burning, it's gonna. He's not. He ain't doing anything to help that other ship.
I mean, that
I'm
guy
okay with
is,
that, honestly.
yeah, that guy is still a pirate who probably plundered, killed a bunch of innocent people.
No,
so...
and in the end of the day, if he has to do something against that pirate captain, you know he would if he feels it would save his crew and his ship.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just thinking for gameplay purposes, it's obviously easier if we're all on the same ship.
Well, no, I actually don't mind what ship you guys. It'll work, I promise. If you guys want to keep me captaining both ships, that's fine with me. I promise it won't make anything harder. It's up to you guys what you guys want to do as a crew, as a team. Because the captain of the second ship, to make things easier, how this typically works is the captain of the second ship will still be under order from the captain of the main ship.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, you're still his commander.
Yes.
Yeah.
He would just be the personal captain of that.
So
he
Can
would
would still be the captain of the Wasp, but still follow orders from Dialect when possible.
Yeah, no, I wasn't even like saying that because of that, but yeah, just if like the ships get separated, I'm fine either way.
I mean, giving up the ship to Crux obviously has benefits and cons. Obviously, you guys know like what kind of captain he is as well.
True.
He's all for the resistance and all that, but obviously, if it comes down to like needing that ally, he's probably gonna not even call him. You know what I mean? You just gotta know where that line gets drawn or where he.
The one issue, if we are able to discuss this while we're still on the other ship without like the.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
One thing that worries me about Crux is if it comes down to destroying the Empire or saving our planet, he will probably go for destroying the Empire.
That's a good point.
And at least
there's a possibility that one leads to the other. So
yes, there's a possibility, but there might be situations in which it is not.
Sure.
And at least I know that at least for me and Tristan, that's probably unacceptable.
We have to give up 19 gold and 6 silver out of our total.
Oh, to the tiefling.
Yeah.
19%.
All right.
I remember.
Yeah.
I kept.
She gets her fair share.
19 gold, 6 silver out of the pot.
Okay.
Okay.
So I guess the first thing to discuss, as he's saying, is do you want to be two players to be captains? I will tell you, it won't be permanent, probably through the whole campaign, obviously, but for the moment being, it's up to you guys. And at any point, you can resign your captain back to Crux. It's his ship, so if you feel it comes too much.
No, as I say, for me, it's not like the considerations are really not like in game, but like I just think it's easier and like more convenient if we're all on the same ship.
True.
I mean, you guys spend your off time usually just learning something, so it's really not that big of a deal. All right, so let's do a vote. So it's just easier if everybody votes. This doesn't need to be in secret because it's not that big of a deal. Bar, are you for one captain or two captains out of the party?
Me?
Yeah, your vote. Like, do you want do you want a player to be a captain of both ships, or do you want to be captain of just the Wasp and give Crux back the living ship?
Not necessarily you, but like our party. Do you want like...
Yeah. He's not saying you're the captain, but do you want a party member to be a captain of each ship?
I think it is better to have two ships.
Okay, so a party member, captain for each ship?
Yeah.
Okay, Tristan?
I think mechanically it would be easier for us to just be kind of like the strike force ship and just like have our crew, our party as part of that crew. Just mechanically speaking, be like, we're gonna rush in, deal with whatever needs to be dealt with. They're more of the like, hey, if people are injured or like what we need, like they'll stay in the back because they're A, a little bit slower, B, they can essentially like carry more people, I guess. But I would say keep us together.
Okay. Ava?
Well, me personally, I really would like to have 2 ships and 2 captains, or well, a fleet with 1 commodore and 1 captain.
Which would be what you guys have if you took the 2, yeah.
But seriously thinking about what Ava would do, I feel like it's the ship of the commodore, and he is more or less a very, how should I say, respected person of the resistance. So also,
I mean, in that defense, though, he did give it up willingly. He said he was let somebody else take charge of the ship for now until the mission is done.
I'm not saying Ava is against it. I'm saying she needs to be convinced.
Okay. All right. We'll cross there if we need to. Can?
I don't really care one way or the other, in all honesty.
I mean,
But
you'd probably end up being the captain of the second ship.
I ain't complaining about that. I really don't care one way or the other.
Okay. Dialect?
Well,
Don't worry about
Yeah,
it. Like
also-
out of game, like I will handle it if it's on my end. I promise you it won't cause any issues. So
yeah, I know. I was like gameplay-wise, I would obviously love to have 2 ships, but I think, but I think. I mean, and even Dialects, ever since like we started, he wanted like their own ship. That's why he was so adamant on like taking the ship and not running away from the creature. So I'm fine with either way, but I'm not like fully as I mentioned before. I'm not fully on like on board with like I don't fully like trust
Prox being in charge of the ship.
Prox. Yeah, like I'm still like a little bit skeptical about the whole resistance because I don't know. Like I haven't met anybody yet that like apart from Ava and Crux, and so it would be in my eyes it's safer to keep control of both ships for now.
Okay. So that would automatically, since Ava's also undecided, kind of bolt leaning, kind of undecided can. So unless, so technically it'd be 2-1, and then you got Can and Ava. Ava's on the convincing side, and then Can doesn't really care. And sadly Luna can't be here to be the tiebreaker. If Ava's not convinced. Alright, so just to make things easier for now, we can always roleplay it. For now, we'll keep a captain of both ships. You can always at any time give Crux his ship back. Obviously, there's no time on that, right? You can absolutely say, hey, you can have your ship back. We're going to go to... Okay, so the first thing solved. Second thing, is Can the captain of the second ship, and that makes Dialect the Commodore?
Small ship, small captain.
All right, no opposed. Nobody. Well, I guess Can's willing to be captain. Does anybody else want to run against Can for captain?
Given the fact that Dialect is, if we're doing Dialect as Commodore, I think I'm the only one like really up for being Spelljammer, so I think like I would have to take that.
Yeah. Okay. Can, you will be officially the captain of blank. We'll figure that out next. Now the third thing we need to solve, which is the fun part, who's on what ship?
Anne and Tristan.
Yeah, so let's assume the NPCs are staying on the living, the living ship. So let me.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I have to stay on the other ship then.
I mean, yeah, we could steal 1 or 2 of the NPCs.
Yes.
Just in terms of like maintaining a
definitely
working crew.
I know we don't have the best accommodation there, but I would definitely be in favor of keeping the princess on the quick ship.
On the
Just in
Wasp?
case. Yeah, just in case we have to make a run for it or something. And to make sure that we are the ones to have control over her.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, we'll discuss that. 'Cause she's not technically a crew member.
Yeah, that no, yeah, but
He's a prisoner.
prisoner, whatever.
All right, so I have moved everybody on the map. So these are the 4 NPCs that are currently traveling with you.
Ugh. Where the hell? Oh, there we go. There's a big ass map. Yeah, you gotta zoom out.
Out there.
Yeah. I think we wouldn't really need I keep forgetting her name just because we never fucking Fell. We don't really need Fell because we need Spelljammers on both sides.
Yeah, so
Fell
Fell's
I
been
feel like could probably
Spelljamming.
remain. I feel like Flinch probably wouldn't want to leave Crux's side as like because I think he's pretty
Yes,
loyal
I
to
agree.
him.
So it'd be those 3.
I'm down for Topola, honestly. She's pretty dope.
All right, so we'll do the top for this ship and the bottom. You got Topola. You're gonna have Can. You're gonna have Tristan. That leaves.
I just thinking about it, I'd also like some muscle on my this ship, like either Runa or I guess Runa because Ken is on the other ship, so somebody who can like be in melee combat, or I mean you can too, with your robot.
Yeah, so I'm assuming it would be.
Yeah, just to have an equal crew number on each side.
Yeah, and then the cast.
Would have to go down.
Yeah.
Also, roleplay wise, I don't think Luna would leave Can.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I was gonna put. I was gonna put Luna down because
Tristan and Dekath are working together with magic, so that I think this actually works out great, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Not too shabby.
All right, you.
Whoa. We just got gated out into space.
All right, let's go ahead and we'll take our break. In the meantime, the last thing we need to decide is the name of the Wasp ship. Oh, and I need a name of your guys.
like eventual vengeance, but I
Yep, so I will resume stream, and the last thing we're discussing is the name of your guys' ship.
the most important decision in the campaign so far. How do we name this ship?
If you guys don't decide, I'll decide for you, and you won't like it.
No.
Furry vengeance.
I don't like
Or-
anything that might be mistaken as furry. So what Tristan is trying to do is like use the word adventure and play around it. Either put adventure at the end or the beginning or middle or something.
A happy adventure.
We could. I'm coming up with a second idea though. How about something along the lines, not this exactly, because I believe it's copyrighted, but something along the lines of Starkiller.
Dude, don't worry
Like
about
some-
copyrights and names of like ships and stuff. That ain't gonna be a problem. If they can come after me, I ain't got nothing.
That's Disney now. You gotta be careful, man. They'll fuck you up.
Mickey
no,
Mouse
in
gonna
terms
come to
of-
my house and just start kicking my ass. Oh,
Because the whole purpose that we kind of like came together, not necessarily the Resistance, just these people, was to prevent the Empire from doing its continuing worlds. We gotta let that star die. It's like a synonym of that. Like, be kind of cool.
But what after that? After that, it gets a little bit more ominous if you continue using that ship.
Well, at that point, we're gonna, if this ship survives past that, it's gonna be so motherfucking famous. It'd be like, that's the guy who they took down an empire and destroyed a star. Fuck.
The new Millennium Falcon. Yeah.
Basically, yeah. Space hillbillies, absolutely.
We could also call it the Elf Hammer. If you wanna go full
Ooh,
or hammer.
that's a little sketchy. We're gonna start getting to like. God, this is tough. This is tough for a ship we've had for 5 minutes.
oh shit! Don't worry about me.
What you do?
There we go.
Oh, a little bug. It's got these. Oh god.
It looks so much cooler than the other ship.
Oh, legs.
Thank you,
Yellow
person on
flash.
Reddit that made this.
What?
The thank you, person on Reddit that made this.
Oh, I thought it was way smaller.
I mean, just look at the deck.
The actual hull is small as shit, but it covers a lot of space because it has those legs. But I believe technically this ship can land like on land, which is kind of cool because most ships can't. I think it can do water too, but I might be wrong. But I know it can do land because it has those legs.
Technically, the ballista is right here, right
Yep.
there.
This is hard.
Golden Wind.
I'm about to go on just random name generator and just be like ship names.
Man, naming the ship's the hardest thing you guys have done yet, huh?
I know.
You guys finally get your own ship? Now you're trying to figure out a name
Let's
for it.
see what they say. Tenacity. Rascal. Titan. SDS Hannibal.
I would like to incorporate resistance in the name.
Paradise. Inquisitor.
That's not all like more like Empire ships.
SS Maiden Voyage.
How about something with Phoenix? I just saw one of those names in the random name generator. I thought, do something with Phoenix because from the ashes of this empire, something glorious will rise.
Golden Phoenix. I don't know why keep saying gold because the sails are gold, not the wings or whatever.
Very yellow.
We could do Golden Phoenix, honestly. That's not terrible. Granted, we look like a bug, not a bird, but
Just so you guys do know, this ship can land on land.
Can we do water as well?
No.
Okay, just land. Okay,
Just
so we have
land.
one pure water, one pure land. Okay. Good. 2. No.
I mean, can you tell how much smaller the ship already is just from the top? Like, the
It's
living
so
ship has so
fucking
much
small.
more room.
What is that? Like 25 feet across from like side to side? It's not big.
Yeah, but it would be perfectly fine for like 5 or 6 of us. So.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's designed for smaller crews. Gotta go fast.
Phoenix Stinger.
Golden hedgehog. No, that's just because you said gotta go fast.
God.
Solar wind.
I love this
The
part when you guys are
eclipse.
just throwing names at each other till one hits.
I'm just throwing like space sounding names around.
The yellow flash.
Star whale.
The arbiter.
Hummingbird.
Relentless Phoenix.
We could name the ship something like that, and then we name our crew, like our whole fleet, the Phoenix Resistance, because we're bringing the Resistance back from the ashes.
I'm down.
Sure. Although I wouldn't call it the Phoenix Resistance. Maybe like the Phoenix Guard or something.
No, I feel like
That's
Resistance
not terrible.
should be in there.
Phoenix
Nah.
Force. But I don't think we can
Yeah,
use
we
that.
will combine our ships to make an even better ship.
What's a synonym for
Get
Resistance?
cracking on it. That's your job.
And time.
If you can make a fucking Megazord, by all fucking means.
Okay. What about the Phoenix Revolution?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, because here's the thing. Once we complete our task, we're not going to really need a revolution anymore, but we can very easily change it afterwards. So, I mean, yeah, I'm done with that.
Yeah. Let's. So for the name of the ship, like Golden Phoenix, or just or another
Something, yeah. I think it's between Golden Phoenix and Relentless Phoenix.
Phoenix
What about-
Stinger.
was Phoenix,
Phoenix Vanguard?
Or Stinger of the
Astro.
Phoenix.
the Astral Phoenix. No, oh, it gets
Astro
worse.
Phoenix, Cosmic Phoenix, Star Phoenix.
Yeah, Connie, let's go. It's where the astronomer. Where's the astronomer?
Kepler 57b Phoenix. Interstellar Phoenix.
The Wandering Phoenix.
I mean, the Wandering Phoenix works while it's your only ship, because like,
You're not wrong.
yeah.
That's not terrible. Wandering Phoenix. I'm
Or Rising Phoenix. I don't know if we want to go like even more resistancy.
Too bad it doesn't look like a bird.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Ain't no bird ships, unfortunately.
No, but there's turtle
So
ships.
this is
Also,
There are turtle ships.
That can be a long time project for like Ava to turn it into a bird, like in a phoenix like thing later on. No.
No,
Maybe-
we'll still want one of the Moss ships and turn that into a bird.
maybe we should think.
There's a lot of bug ships. There's a ton of bug ships,
of bug
actually.
ships. There's like spiders, scorpions, yeah.
There's
a lot
fly.
Of
There's fly. The wasp, the moth, the scorpion, the spider. Jesus.
Imagine when we have like 100 ships.
Yeah. Good. The
We
swarm.
might need
That's pretty
to
good,
label
actually.
them
See, yeah, I
some
like the swarm because it's bug related on this ship.
I know.
Ooh.
I'll play too much StarCraft to have any like positive connotation with that. warm.
Maybe we should label our ships so we can organize them.
Well, one ship's already labeled.
Well, but I'm thinking about us having like 1 million ships in the future. As
That's
we
the
are,
number.
1 million ships, bare
as we
minimum.
are the Phoenix Revolution. And the Phoenix Revolution needs to name all its ships. So we have Phoenix Stinger 1, Phoenix Stinger 2, 3 Phoenix 1. Easy.
If you
That
go
is
like
how
that,
they.
I
That's
will-
how they do it, because that way you know what squads are part of what squads.
Yeah.
But
But I
if
feel
you
like
go
that.
like-
I feel
Sorry,
like it
go
gives
on.
more of like a militaristic vibe. I don't think we're trying to build a military, you know?
Well, I mean, everybody. I mean, Ava might have something to say about that, but I mean, right now, yeah, right now, you guys are not. I mean, right now, you are actually trying to build up a force, but you guys, for your own purpose, you know, who knows what happens, you know. You know, once the Empire stops doing what they're doing, you might not need to be a revolution anymore.
But I think we settled on Phoenix for the ship and for the. Is revolution okay for you? Are you
Yeah,
fine?
I think for now, while we are revolting, that's not terrible.
Yeah, you can always change it if you guys want to lose that, you know, resistance
Yeah.
touch later when you guys break up, you know, the fleet or whatever.
Go from revolution to guard at that.
So the
point.
ship
Yeah,
is the
that's
Phoenix Stinger?
fine. Are we going with Stinger?
I'd
It
rather
makes
prefer, like,
sense.
I don't know,
It makes sense, at least.
True. Phoenix is, you know, famously known for their stingers.
Couldn't we like call it an, I don't know, phoenix beak or wing or even feather or at least something that a phoenix actually has?
A Phoenix does not have a tree.
The flame
And
of the
this ship
phoenix,
is-
the phoenix flame. I don't know.
Starborn Phoenix.
I mean, since it's your first ship, you literally could just call it the Phoenix.
True.
I mean, it's the first ship. If you guys
Oh,
upgrade
actually-
it later, you could still keep the name. Like, if you guys get to a different ship, you could still
Yeah.
rename the new ship.
True.
The Phoenix 2, you know, or whatever, something like that.
We literally killed the other ship, and
Yeah.
it's like, this is now the Phoenix.
And that's why I suggested the rising phoenix, because the saying is literally rising from the ashes like a phoenix.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the Rising Phoenix.
If,
I'm
I'm
I
also
think-
fine with just the phoenix, but that's just to explain what I meant.
All right, at least we got it down. At least we're down the Phoenix theme, so that's kind of nice. At least we
Yeah.
got that part out of the way. The Phoenix is your guys' theme. So we're just gonna call this the Rising Phoenix or the Phoenix.
I think we leave it as Phoenix for now, and if we want to add Rising, just chisel that in real quick.
All right.
All right.
Out of curiosity, when we were tossing bodies off board, who did the ship belong to? Were we going to tell? I just like just in general, like races that we were.
Oh,
of
you
the
saw.
bodies.
You saw. They looked like bugs with like 4 arms.
Oh, trucking. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep. That's why they had a ship in the shape of a bug.
They're never gonna expect who's on this ship anymore.
I mean, it's super easy to see who's on that ship when you're on the deck. By the way.
You were expecting bug people, instead rats.
Rats. Joke's on you. All right. So that was an eventful first day.
Oh, of the 20?
Only 29 more.
Of the month of traveling.
Oh wait, no, it's 10 days, isn't it? Yeah, it's 30. Yeah, it's 3-week months. Yeah,
Your dialect's keeping track. Don't worry.
29 more
So
days.
far, I only had to write down the 1 day, so yes.
Star Captain's log. So a little bit. So they're gonna be a little bit. Crux will be like, "Oh, I see you've got your own ship now. It's quite the bounty. Good job. Hopefully you didn't steal it from anybody. Notices the body's floating. Oh, okay.
No, it was we made sure it was a legitimate salvage.
You're lucky that there's a Spelljammer on it. That's only like a 25% chance.
Well, luck is what we're going to need for this endeavor.
All right, so who's just for flavor? Who's carving the phoenix on the side of this ship with the like? Bing, bing,
Well,
bing?
I probably suggest Ava because she can like use carpenter's tools, I guess.
I feel like maybe I just use. I don't know which tools I could use for that.
Just a warhammer,
right?
just make a hole.
Oh, I'll make a hole.
Is it wood? Yes.
It is pure
Yeah,
wood.
most
The
wood.
ship. Yeah, this is all wood.
I should have taken carpenter tool proficiency.
Oh. You just have them, you don't have to.
Maybe I could use my smith tools and kind of like burn the name in it.
Yeah, you could do like a burning effect for the name.
I take like
You know, like you know how burned
Piece
wood
of
looks. You could
steel
like
that
burn the
kind of-
P.
yeah.
Even better because it's being.
Use your smithing tools. Make a check. You can use intelligence. No matter what, it's gonna go through. But this will just be how good your how good the. Oh no, it looks good.
Ooh.
Yeah, so the phoenix, and instead of like pure writing, it's like burned wood, and it says the phoenix, or phoenix, whatever you'd rather.
Yeah, do we have a bottle of something on board of the other ship?
Oh, to do the break the. I mean, doesn't one of you have bottles of wine?
Was it the calf?
I
feel
think so.
Well, then you do the honors of christening the new ship.
Do we need a rope for that, or?
No.
I've never done that.
As long as you guys aren't in battle, going from one ship to the other is not going to be a problem.
Oh no, he meant tying the rope on the bottle and letting it
Yeah.
swing down.
Yeah.
They're christening the ship.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
you can also just throw it on the ship.
You could just throw it.
I will do that then.
Drink the wine first.
There needs
That's
to
such
be
a
some-
waste.
There's more.
You
there
know,
needs to be some-
for the next week, Can just keep stepping on glass. But yeah, shatters the wine bottle.
the phoenix.
All right.
right. New day, new try. I'm gonna play the flute again.
Are we already at on the next day?
Yeah, you definitely would go through. That was your encounter, so obviously you're going to be able to go to the next day.
As I attune to the helm, what's the helm look like? What are we talking with? What are we working with here?
What do you want it to look like? I mean, it's got to be bug themed.
It's got to be like, I was thinking like something along like the frame of it almost looks like the like segmented joints of like insect legs almost, but like still thick enough to be like kind of like that vibe to it.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of like a golden like varnish on it.
Absolutely.
Or like inlay or whatever. As I attune to it and just like start going forward, just be like, oh fuck, this is the fastest shit I've ever fucking flown. Holy shit! Okay, and we're going. I am used to like hammerheads and shit. This is
Yeah,
This
so
is a
this
lot.
thing, obviously you can match the speed of the living ship to be beside it, in front of it, whatever. Yeah, so this will be interesting because the crew is kind of split up. So, it'll be fun. So, Can go ahead and make me an intelligence check?
Can I do build for success?
No, I'm sorry. Not for learning, for proficiency. You guys can hear it from the other ship, just it's like a horn instead of a flute.
And add another creature to the mix.
You know what? Performance animal oh no.
Oh.
You don't make it to the animal handling check when the performance is that low. It's just a rough day.
3. Tom, Jerry, and Steve.
I'll continue to try and improve my captainship.
Yeah, Ken actually has that option too if she ever decides to not work on the flute to learn a captain's ability. Dialect, go ahead and do the same check. It's not a save.
Yeah, no, I don't know why I turned it into a save. Just subtract like 3 from that.
Yeah, that's a pass. 2 out of 5, right?
Yes, 2 out of 5.
I almost wanted to steal Robot to see if he could dust up our fucking ship because it's just been sitting out there for a while. It's probably pretty dirty, I assume, yeah? Plus his body
Luna can do the whole gelatinous cube slime thing and just kind of roll around.
Ew.
I mean, there's a couple of you guys. I mean, like Can, Decath, Luna, they could definitely work. I mean, you would need to, right? Work on like dusting it and kind of cleaning. There's not a lot of ship. It won't take very long. Sure. So like they can definitely do the quick cleaning. You know, at least get the dust out, get the smell of decay.
Luna just cuts off a foot, and just like sends it forward like a Roomba. Just.
I'm gonna ask Luna to put a little bit of slime around the rats, like around their bodies, and as they go through all the little crevices, it'll like clean up there a little bit too.
Yeah, sure, she'll do it.
Well, Captain, which ship should I... Oh, Commodore. Which ship should I try to improve now?
Well, the one we're going to keep. But since we keep the crew separated, like this, like I'd suggest this one for now.
I guess I could
'Cause-
go over to the other ship and work on it for like 2 hours,
I mean-
right, Chen?
Yeah, like I said, as long as you guys are in combat, going from one ship to the other is not hard.
I just take the spacesuit and I work on it from the outside.
Oh, speaking of that, do you want to keep the spacesuit on the living ship, or do you want to put that on the Phoenix?
It might be worth keeping it on the Phoenix, considering that we're going to be like the primary like scouting ship. You know, that might be worth it.
Yeah. I mean, he's still putting it on regardless, but he can always leave it there on that ship.
Yeah. Not a bad idea.
All right, so which ship are you working on, Ava?
The Phoenix.
All right, so a ship improving will need 10 successes. If you get at least 3 fails, it resets.
Damn.
So what do you want to improve? I'm gonna give you full reign here.
So it's 10 successes to improve one thing.
Yes.
I feel
We're out here for 30 days. Like, we're going to have plenty of time to do that.
our captain told us to improve the defenses. So I checked back if that's also true for the Phoenix.
Yeah, the Phoenix it probably has less. Let me I can give you guys the stats of it. Give me a second.
I think it's a lot less than a living ship. We just can't heal ourselves like the healing ship. Like the living.
Oh, did we lose somebody?
There goes Tristan.
Tristan.
Banned.
We lost our captain. Oh no.
I don't know what the fuck just happened.
Spelljammer lost control.
Oh no.
What's the damage threshold?
So you have to beat that damage to do damage to the ship.
That is the bare minimum damage they have to do in order to damage us. If it's 14 or less, it does not affect us at all.
But it doesn't negate it.
AC.
So if it does 16, it's gonna do 16 points of damage.
Yeah.
It just has to beat 15.
Yeah, so honestly, it's not... Like, I think it's about the same as the living ship, but we just can't heal ourselves without, like, Ava.
Yeah, you also can land anywhere on land without having to dock it or anything.
Well, I would try to push the damage threshold.
Ooh, okay.
Also, let's roll Captain Can.
Yes.
Roll me a d10 to see how many bolts are on this thing.
That's a fair point, yeah.
2 bolts.
Oh,
So
boy.
you guys have two bolts, and it's loaded. Obviously, you're gonna leave it loaded. There's 1 bolt in there, but you only have 2 bolts in there. Captain Can, please keep track of that.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna have to go Minecraft farming next planet we see. Chopping down every tree.
And remember, a ballista takes 3 actions. Obviously, 1 to aim, 1 to load, 1 to shoot. All right. So go ahead and make me that carpenter's tools check.
But it's still straight intelligence.
Woo!
All right. You can mark 1 pass. Keep track. 1 pass out of 10.
Where do I put it?
Could you repeat what you just said in there? Or was
One
it not for me?
1 pass out of 10 for Ava. For increasing the damage threshold by to 16. Remember, if you get 3 fails, it resets back to 1.
Oh shit.
So she can only afford 2 fails.
It doesn't negatively affect us, so that's fine. It just, kind of burns. We're just burning time at this point, so that's whatever.
All right. So you know what I'm actually gonna do? I'm gonna give both Can and Dialect both captain abilities.
Yeah.
I think with enough time, you guys will be able to. Can's theme is very barbaric, very much just going there swinging hard. So we got to give her an ability that matches.
I thought you were gonna say it's Can themed.
Yeah, it's Can themed.
Is it ramming?
I do think I'm gonna increase. I was thinking about that. Can actively increase the ramming damage of the ship that Can's in charge of.
Oh.
Ramming Ken is gonna go like ramming speed every single time.
Oh yeah.
If that's the ship is not designed for ramming. I mean, because there are ships with rams on them, and it halves the damage to our ship. If we ram people, we will be taking the exact same amount of damage that they take.
Oh.
Well, there you go.
It has a stinger. Can we use that?
You will take half of the damage you do.
Oh.
That'll be Can's captain ability. That was when Can's in charge and uses an action to do so. When in ship-to-ship combat, when you ram somebody, you can use your action to make it so that when you ram somebody, you take half the damage.
Rage on the ship.
Crash. So a crashing. Where's the ramming? Let's get this.
Yeah, ramming's pretty devastating. If you got a ship that's designed for it, it can fuck shit up. That's why I like hammerheads. Hammerheads are so fucking fun.
That's next on the list.
So it's about 16d10.
Yeah.
When you ram, but obviously you both take the damage. It's crashing, quote unquote. Obviously, ramming is crashing. But yeah, so that would be your captain's ability, Can.
So if we were to invest in a ram for the ship, would that change anything?
Possibly.
Would that be a quarter? Maybe? Ooh.
Yeah.
And if so,
Not
how
terrible.
much would a ram cost to get?
I will tell you, you do not have enough money to get the ram on a Spelljammer right now.
Any major modifications to a ship without, like, in terms of just buying it outright, they're expensive as fuck.
Okay, but like, give me like a sum of how much it would be, so I can just keep it in my notes.
It depends where you go and what favors you have and what port you land on. It's gonna vary.
Oh, okay, okay. But let's say around 1,000.
Around 2,000.
Okay.
And then it takes time. It'll take like 2 weeks to a week to get the thing built, unless you're buying stream one, just having it installed. But you're gonna have to have it custom built, somewhat shaped to your ship.
Yeah.
All right, Dialect. We need something themed for your captain ability. You wanted you were kind of thinking navigation based, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you could do a speed boost for your first captain ability.
Speed boost's always nice.
Yeah, so we'll do a speed boost where you can add 15 feet of speed. Make sure you add this to your sheet. To a ship of your control for 1 hour.
Holy fuck.
As long as you're on the ship. Obviously, if you get off the ship, it doesn't. There's no negative effects except the speed will go back to the ship's default speed. So as long as you're captaining on a ship, you can use your action once per day. Same for you, Can. Once per day.
Okay.
For clarification, they can't just be on the same ship. Yeah, they have to be like the captain of
Yes.
that ship. Right?
Yes.
Got you.
Yep. All right. Another day. Well, first off, let's roll the Arcana for Ava. Not Ava, for Decath. And Tristan for teaching. And then Tristan, you're going to roll a separate Arcana secondly for your own.
Was this for teaching him, or was this for my?
So you're going to roll an
stuff?
Arcana to teach him, and then you're going to roll a second Arcana for yourself. So first is for teaching, second is for you.
No, God, I'm a shitty teacher. Fuck.
Just put your hand out like this. It just happens. And then Decath roll an Arcana. 6. All right, that's a fail. Decath roll me that's a fail on your 5.
All right.
I will go be back to 0 out of 5.
No, you have to. You can't fail one. You can fail 1. You can't fail 2.
Let's go. My magic shit's going really good. It's very intuitive.
That's another pass. I think I gave you a 5 as well, so that's your second out of 5.
I think it was 3 for me.
Oh, it was 3. It was 3.
Okay, yeah. So 2 out of 3.
I mean, it makes absolute sense for a sorcerer to be bad at explaining how his magic works, but very
just
good at
being able to
doing
use it.
himself. Yeah.
Ava did fail. Ava's focusing on the ship improving. All right, another day goes by.
Captain's log. Number 22.
Is Can keeping a captain's log too?
Am I what?
You're gonna keep a captain's log too?
Sure.
A video.
Do a little
This is Captain Can.
VOD.
Today, I haven't seen Tristan much. All he does is sit in a chair.
I'm literally just singing it.
Yeah.
I let Topol, like, Topol and I think are taking, like, shifts, but, yeah, it's a lot of sitting.
Yeah, she'll cover your sleep. That's under your lunch. That's about it. That's about it. All right, Topola keeps fishing. Crux just always looks like he's in thought, kind of just up against the, you know, leaning against the ship. All right, so we'll go in order. Tristan, roll me your own Arcana first this time.
No.
That's a fail. Just can't get another one tomorrow. And then roll another Arcana for teaching, and Decath roll an Arcana.
Not one. Sorry.
No problem. I wanted to try something else today.
Oh, cool. Never mind.
I want to knock on the door of the princess and say, "Good evening, my lady. I brought some wine for us to enjoy."
Oh yes, the princess is on the Wasp ship.
Yes.
Yes. She kind of like looks at you and goes, "Finally, you guys understand my position. Oh yeah, just place it on that table there with the glasses."
I will pour 2 glasses and put them down.
2 glasses.
Yes.
She kind of like just sits there and she starts taking a sip of the wine. And you can tell that like it's wine, but we call it ship wine. You know, but it's fine. She's not gonna complain because that's the best she's gonna get. She goes, "So what's the plan? You guys have moved me to another ship again?"
Yes. This was probably more of what you're used to it.
She looks around. The ship is much smaller than what I'm used to. The mall ships that the Empire run are much more massive and much more armed.
Oh.
This thing's like this thing's like a fly, which is actually a separate ship, but
We need one of those.
It's a start. We will go bigger, I hope.
Well, if you can survive your journey, I don't imagine why not.
I'm taking a sip of my wine.
Are you wearing your fancy cape?
Yes, sorry. Yes, I forgot to say that.
The cannon Finch made you?
Yeah, the glitter cape.
She kind of looks at it. She goes, it's kind of bright.
Yeah, but I kind of like it.
I mean, it looks good. It just doesn't match the rest of your clothes.
One of my party members will help me with that. They want to brighten me up more, that I am more in my own personality. So they started with a cape, and I think the next one is my vest they wanted to do.
Well, don't you think you should wear more, you know, Empire opinion? Like, look at that dialect fellow. He wears his... You know, you look like you're from, you know, somewhere else. I'm interested, though. Maybe you can clean yourself up.
Well, I get the vibe that you really know, or that you have a really great fashion sense. So maybe you can tell me your ideas. I would love to hear them.
Well, you know what? You have my word. Once we get to the Empire and we get everything solved up, I'll get you something.
Okay.
It's a nice purple.
Well, I hope it will match.
So you think that it'd be alright if I go to the top of the ship and take a look around? And she like kind of puts her hand on your knee.
Yeah, why not? We can do that. We can
Great.
walk around the deck.
So obviously...
All 10 square feet of it.
all 10 square feet of it. Obviously, the rest of you will obviously see this as, obviously, she's going to go ahead and walk out of the room that you guys typically keep her in. Tristan wouldn't.
I believe if I'm attuned to the Spelljammer, I have like kind of like
You have a sense kind of
view the whole
around
ship.
you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
Then yeah.
aware of where they're at least.
Yeah. Yeah. So then she'll go onto the deck and kind of like look around with the Cath. So everybody sees her up there on deck now. So, you know.
I will offer my arm so that she can. I will help her walk around. I don't know how you say that in normal English, so I'm just that she can
Yeah,
take my arm and then.
I know what you mean. She'll take it.
Okay.
I'll message Decath and be like, "Hey, what are you doing? What's going on?"
This will be mentally or telepathically?
Yeah, mentally.
Okay. I kind of fancy her, so please don't be weird.
Please don't be weird. That's what you say to your friends when you introduce, you know, like, please just don't be weird.
Oh no.
The ship just jerk a little bit, just like, okay. Okay. Bear in mind, she does technically have the title of prisoner of war right now. Just keep that in mind.
I know, but she cannot go anywhere. I think.
I have the ability to fly. Like,
Yeah, but
It's not impossible for her to get away.
Do I see that from the other ship as well?
Oh, I mean, I imagine you guys are pretty close to each other when you guys are just kind of flying through the wild space. So yeah, absolutely. You can see her on deck.
Well, then I guess the calf gets a second intruding mind. It says, what the hell are you doing?
3-way call.
Shut up! Shut up!
Well, yeah, it's more like he has 2 calls at the same time. I can't communicate with with
A group call going
I'm
on.
gonna put you on hold. 1 second.
yeah.
I'd have to see Trist to like telepathically reach him with this ability. So
Yeah, but absolutely. So you get a message from dialect. What the hell are you doing?
well, what the hell are you doing?
Oh man, another one. I kind of fancy her, so please be nice, okay? This is first time I'm trying anything.
He's got ambitions.
Yeah. He's gonna try. He's trying to Han Solo the princess. That's.
Well, you want to be
I hope
captain.
you know what you're doing.
I hope so too.
Just keep an eye on her and just remember that our interests may only be temporarily aligned.
I know.
Well,
In the meantime, this is all happening. I will point to the stars, and I cannot really look away from her, so I just keep looking at her in my corner, and then keep turning my head to her. And I will say, the stars are really beautiful, but she has more of her. She captures me more of her beauty, so I will keep looking at her, and not like a weird way, like, but just a normal, maybe a little bit in love way.
Yeah, make me a persuasion check.
With advantages of the Kate. Yeah?
Yes?
Yeah.
oh,
+2 then, right?
Yeah, I think the cape is
We're
+2
gonna
or
plus
something
or-
like
oh,
that. Yeah,
plus
yeah.
two. Okay.
Yeah, it's still good. So we can just, you don't have to roll a +2, we can just add it to the
19.
She goes, well, thank you for acknowledging my natural beauty.
I like how very fitting the handout is. Actually, you gave for this situation, like her standing and looking out into the stars.
Yeah, of the living ship. Yeah. Like she's
Well,
on the
only
ship.
other ship, yeah.
Am I able to scoot the helm to any place where I'd be able to, like, see her?
Sadly, they're on the deck atop of the ship.
Yeah.
The helm is inside, so you wouldn't be
Damn
able
it.
to scoot. I mean, you could slow the ship down, I mean, and get out. If you wanted to. The other ship will just react. I mean, you guys are on, you know, if you slow
Yeah.
down and stop, the other ship's gonna slow down and stop. Or you can ask Topola to take over for a little bit if you wish.
I think I'll do that. I'll message her and have her swap with me. Actually.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
she
that's-
definitely can cover you. She'll cover you for anything. Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom or something. You know, yeah, she's got, she's got you.
I'm stretching my legs for a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can get on the
Getting-
deck with everybody.
Getting some air out in space.
In the meantime, I just want to know: is anybody on our ship taking note of that on the living ship, and how do like the NPCs react to that? Like seeing them war,
Oh
seeing
yeah. Oh
seeing
fuck.
one of the 3 star elves, or 2 of the 3 star elves, one of which is the heiress to a genocidal empire walking hand in hand on the other ship after we just transferred her over there.
I was gonna switch over when everybody was ready to your guys' ship.
Okay.
But I want to see what everybody's doing. So, Can, are you doing anything special?
I am just standing there, like, around the corner and just watching this. And if, like, Tristan is nearby, I'd be like, is this what they consider love?
I don't know what this is. It's like a weird reverse Stockholm syndrome. I'm not 100% sure.
Is she considered beautiful?
I look at her and be like, objectively, yes.
Oh, I don't see it.
I think personal preference does come into a play a lot of the time, so not for everyone.
Kind of hard to look beyond the millions of deaths, but
That's
What,
somewhere there.
Can's an auto know. I'm not sure if it's programmed for noticing beauty.
I'm just writing all this down. I'm learning things here. This is fascinating. I will just keep my eye on this.
Okay.
Pure curiosity.
All right, we'll flick back to the living ship. And Crux is literally just like, what the f...
Ah.
Crux looks back and goes, hey, this might be a problem.
I hope it's not going to be.
I mean, I mean, I've heard stories of when, you fall in love with your prisoners that, it doesn't usually end very good.
Yeah. Well, let's.
Does he know who she is?
I hope so. We spent hours talking with them about, but I don't know. Let's just let him have this for the moment.
Flinch pops his head over and goes, yeah, look at that cape doing work.
I'm gonna give a thumbs up to Flinch.
Yeah. Must be the cape working its magic.
Ava, how do you respond?
What?
I feel like I'm working on the ship and Robot is on the other ship. So nobody can translate.
Well, Robot could still see you.
I guess. So you see me working on the outside of the other ship, gazing to the deck, and Robot is. She does not understand. Are they making out? What is happening? Is this part of our plan?
It's the honey trap. Question is, who is honey trapping who?
and then I push myself. Ava is pushing herself up from the Phoenix, like kind of floating back to the other ship, gesturing wildly and Robot. Maybe she charmed him. We do still not trust her. She is very dangerous.
Yeah, but
Agreed.
yes, let's stay vigilant. Oh, I mean, I don't even. Did you go back to the other ship or?
To your ship.
Yeah, he's back to the living ship.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure if Ken is able to if we are yelling across ships if we're close.
No, I feel like Robot is on the living ship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
And
Ava's
the
kind of like in
voice
between the
Robot.
ships,
Yeah.
in between the ships signing, and Robot's just catching the signs anyway.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't think there's much she can do from here right now, but we'll keep an eye on the situation.
And I turn back to working on the hull. Hammering, tinkering, improving with magic.
I will guide her back to her room, and when we get there, I will give a kiss on her hand and wish her a great evening.
Well, I appreciate you showing me the deck. It'd be nice if I wasn't, locked in this room for the rest of the ship, but I get it. But it was nice.
I hope we will upgrade soon so we can have a longer stroll.
She nods. So obviously you're gonna have some talking to do when Decath then, puts her back in her room and comes back to the deck, and everybody's just staring.
Putting the BART level.
I think I will stay below deck for a while now. Especially with all the voices in my head.
That makes it even more suspicious.
Yeah, it makes it worse.
You never
Ruffle
coming
up
back.
your hair.
Oh my god.
Is there love in the air?
I'll go replace Topola again, and just like as we're passing off control, just be like, all right.
Maybe we should put a new lock on that door.
I feel like she's not gonna need a lock.
You know what? That's probably fair. The lock probably wouldn't keep her in anyway.
But that is a good point. I think I have a spell for that.
Yeah, alarm.
Yeah, but alarm is only like for 1 day, right?
I think it lasts for 8 hours.
You mean
8
arcane
hours.
lock or?
Arcane lock, but I don't know if it has material component.
Alarm? I don't think so.
No, arcane lock. You
Oh,
can
arcane
hold-
lock.
Cost
Yeah.
Worth of at least 25 gold. Could I
Too expensive.
use some gold to make dust out of it?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if you want to spend the 25 gold to make
Oh.
the...
Were we gonna
So-
split up the gold that we found earlier?
Nobody asked it from dialect. He still has it.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually wanted to suggest like how we're going to split like gold in the future, just like evenly across all crew members, so even NPCs or only those that we have an agreement with.
Or do we want to keep it as like a party loot system?
Yeah, or do we want to keep it as like the war chest, quite
War
literally?
chest.
I feel war chest.
All right, do you
Might
guys
not
want
be
me
a
to
bad
make
idea.
it like a handout where you guys can all edit?
Sure.
It's just a little easier than everybody can kind of take a
Yeah.
look.
That was awesome.
Like we had for the bag of holding or something.
Yeah, exactly. The war chest.
But I would like to ask on maybe the next or the following day, the whole party, if I should put a magical lock on.
I don't
Go.
think that's going to be necessary. Where's she going to go?
Maybe
she
not
could
her,
escape
but
from.
maybe someone trying to.
Anybody
steal-
who would make it that far would have to literally go through our entire party.
But
The ship is so small they cannot possibly sneak past all.
plus we still need a feeder and stuff.
Yeah,
Is the issue.
and the thing is,
Well, arcane lock is like I can design people.
Oh,
who
you can pick who does. Okay. I mean,
normally.
how
I
long
mean-
does it last?
until the
forever.
Yeah.
Oh,
Until
until dispelled. Okay. Yeah, it's if you want to.
I mean,
Does
I
it
don't.
use
I
the
mean-
25 gold? Does it like use it up? It consumes it?
It consumes it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be 25 gold to make
God damn it.
I'll be
How
honest.
they
I don't want to
do.
spend 25 gold on that.
fair enough.
We don't have that much gold to begin with.
All right, so I added the handout, the war chest. It's under the Phoenix Revolution little tab.
But that's just my opinion. If like the rest of the party is for it, then we obviously can do it. I'm not going to say I'm the captain. We don't do this.
All right, so
Oh,
the war
even
chest
has
is
a
there,
little-
so don't be afraid to edit that. Everybody has access. Just type it in, hit edit. You can go to description and just add whatever you guys got. This doesn't, you don't have to put anything that's just to you, obviously. It's more of just like what's for the party. So if somebody grabs gold and nobody else sees it, it's up to you if you put it in the war chest, for example, but when somebody grabs like 200 gold, I would imagine that always goes into the war chest, for example. Because you can't grab 200 gold and hide it, by the way. You can't just walk around with 200 gold coins and sell it.
How much silver? It was 19 gold, and how much silver we gave to the?
19 gold, and I believe it was 19 gold, 6 silver.
6 silver. Okay, so we have from at least what we found on the other ship, we have 81 gold and I think 27 silver in there.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to roll a couple encounters and see if anything happens.
Woo! Encounters!
We went straight for their magic thing, but can I still roll my intelligence for
So
the...
what I'm gonna do is we're gonna speed up some of this. I'm gonna give everybody everybody a pass. So basically throughout this time, you guys are gonna auto pass.
Okay, the question I have is just to after we got the ability, can we still improve on like being a captain, or is
Yes, you can still get more optional abilities. So like you can choose one or the other if you get more captain's abilities. You can also get abilities of like +1 persuasion checks against like crewmates, right? You know, stuff like that. So you can still work on it. Anything particular you'd like to work on?
I guess actually yes. Can we make like intimidation checks when boarding or like another ship? Could I focus on that? Like, you know, give up, surrender, blah blah, and we get, because we're so super intimidating, I get like a bonus to it.
So you want more of just like your confidence and stuff like that. Yeah, brassness of as a captain. Yeah, you start like you practice in the mirror.
Yeah. Yeah, like in this, or I mean, the thing is, it has. Can I like extend it to the crew, or is it just for me? Do I have to like do the intimidation check?
So good question. So that would be if you. It's more of like if you did it to yourself, it'd be a little better, or where you can make it where you can give to somebody else, but it'd be a little weaker. You know what I mean? But it gives you the ability to.
Okay, yeah, no, that's good. If I can like, if I have the possibility to share it, even if it's like weaker.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Okay.
Okay. So let's go to each of you. Great, Tristan, you're gonna get another meta magic choice.
Oh yeah.
Ken, you're gonna go ahead and get some flute proficiency, as well as you're gonna learn what that flute does. Did I add? Hopefully I added it in here. I don't think I did. I got it. I found it. Yeah. Oop, I almost grabbed the wrong pipe. I almost grabbed the pipe of smoke monsters.
You have the flute of fluting. It is a flute.
All right, you ready? So, Ken, you get your proficiency.
Yes.
And this is what it is.
Pipe of the piper. Oh my god.
Okay.
Do know that this is from Ava, so Ava made this for you. Well, from the branch of the living tree.
Did you adjust this, or is this actually like a thing?
No, don't worry about it.
Okay, because I love it.
Wait, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, it is. I didn't make this. It's from somewhere else.
Yeah. I think we got it in another...
DIA.
Yeah.
I will definitely attune to this.
Okay.
I love this.
All right, Decath, you still wanted to learn the shield spell, right?
Yeah.
With Tristan just spamming it in front of you constantly, you do figure out a way to cast it. You will have the ability to cast shield once per long rest.
Yeah.
All right, Ava, I'm going to give you two options.
Oh.
You can either 1, become proficient in carpenter's tools, or 2, upgrade the ship's damage threshold by 1 point.
Both is pretty cool. And option 1 will help me do option 2.
Yeah, that's what I was, yeah.
I feel like I like the proficiency.
Okay, go ahead and give yourself proficiency in carpenter's tools. in dialect. Once per day, you can give yourself or a crew member a +3 in intimidation, persuasion, or deception. In the sense of trying to get somebody to surrender, you know, like like that kind of theme. I'm also going to start, since you guys have your own ship, well, we won't go into this session, but each of you will be assigned a crew member role, and you'll be able to do little things to the ship. Tristan and Can's already kind of decided, but the rest of you, if you're on the Wasp, you know, the Phoenix, you know, Decath can get a role, and Ava can get a role if they're on that ship. You know, they might be on the living ship, but if they're on the Wasp, they can get certain roles to help the ship out. All right. So we'll say that was your guys' learn. Tristan, what meta magic did you choose, just so I know? Do you know?
I ended up picking a distant spell.
That lets you shoot further, right?
Yeah, any spell that has a range of 5 feet or more, I can burn. I believe it is. I can burn 1 sorcery point to double the range. If it has a range of touch, I can extend it up to 30 feet.
Nice. Okay.
Polymorphing from a football field away. I don't give a fuck.
You guys do notice as you guys are flying, the space is slowly fading into a different color.
Are we entering the sea?
You are entering the astral sea. You are leaving wild space.
This is where it's more dangerous, right?
Absolutely. And sadly, unlike the Phoenix, I don't actually have a current cutout of the living ship to add to the map. But I actually might have one with it on.
Woo. Oh, it's so pretty. Man, we should have brought some drugs. Can you imagine taking those in this kind of like background? So many colors. Dude, you probably have like a fucking brain hemorrhage.
Well, enjoy it while it lasts. From now until we leave this place, you're not gonna age a second.
I like how that only affects like 1 or 2 of us.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, but
The 2 people.
cans don't rust it now.
yeah.
In Astral Sea.
True.
All right, so I get to roll an Astral Sea encounter.
I'll see you, Kenny.
Nice whales.
Come on, Dreadnought. Come on.
Astral Dreadnought.
Let me get. I gotta roll the attitude.
Oh, it's not an Astral Dreadnought, then probably.
Attitude.
A friendly Astral Dreadnought.
Be not afraid.
We will end here, but I will describe to you guys what you're flying towards you. You see yourself a green-looking humanoid that looks like no nose riding a red dragon towards you.
That's pretty cool.
Fuck if Yankee.
Yeah.
That's usually bad news.
Yep.